How you doing, sister? It's not too bad a day here. Had a bit of a sleep in after running amok with a friend of mine. Um, we ended up going to the coast and spent a night down there, and we got back late yesterday afternoon. Hey, hey, hey! How you doing, David? How's things, buddy? Just I caught the end of Heidi's um, live stream. What the hell is going on with that beautiful lady? Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. Yeah, you know what, RC Dre, I had some shit things going on too, which is why I ended up heading off and staying overnight down at the coast with a mate of mine. I tell you what, mate, I love my son, but he really has pushed me a little bit too far recently. Very unappreciative, no matter what I do for the little rat. Hey, Ray. Oh, good, mate. Easy come, easy go. End of the day, mate. Fuck women, waste of time. Jeezy, mate. What's doesn't sound good. Do you want to come on? Look, RC Dre is to be expected. He's 21 years old. He thinks he knows everything, and like most kids, mate, unappreciative of what you do for them. But you sound like you got some issues of your own. Jeez. Uh, guys want the link? Let me know. I was no bullshit. I'm really taken aback when I heard Heidi's voice at the end of her stream there, and my God, I mean, it's such a beautiful woman. Who the hell is upsetting her? Mate, just you don't have to worry about regretting anything that you say on this channel, mate. I mean, I put my foot in it all the time. Trust me. But I'm going to throw the link in really quickly. If you want to use it, use it. If not, that's all good, mate. Yeah, don't give her no sympathy. She don't deserve it. Oh my God, what the hell is going on, David? Wow, to come from you, that. How you doing, Linda? Phew. Geez, I've really missed what's been going on. I'm really behind the eight ball here. Oh shit. Hello, Gene. I'm not really sure what's going on, Linda. I just caught the end of Heidi's stream where I think she was talking about closing her channel and people were just trying to talk her into having a break from it. So I'm not really sure what's going on. Uh, Obviously, David knows a lot more than what we do. And, and don't come in here starting trouble, BK, like you did with Liz Laz, because that was in really bad taste. Why, Gene? What's wrong? Tell you what, you go away for a couple of days and a night, and um, hang on a bit. I'm going to take that link out, guys, if you're not going to use it. So I'm weak now. I don't know what you're talking about, Gene. And Gene, stop doing that, making comments and then deleting them. That's crazy. Don't tell me this. Looks like I've gone away, come back to another alternate reality. Jesus, maybe I should have stayed down at the beach, I think. Oh, Gene, you can be crazy. And not always crazy in a bad way. A bit like the monkey grip. Hey, don't be sorry, David. There's nothing to be sorry for, mate. And how you doing, Nathan? No, in the grips of a Tyre Fitter. It's a two-edged thing. One, there's always in the old days when they didn't have the machines. Tyre Fitters had a really good grip on them, and it's also a budgie song. Uh, David, crazy in a good way, but sometimes crazy in a crazy way too. She tests out my sanity all the time. It tests my patience, that's for sure. Tells me not to message her, and then I get 20 messages from her. Crazy. So definitely missed out on a lot. The world has gone upside down. You need to jump on here, David, and help me defend myself against Jean because I can see she's going to start jumping on me soon and threatening to kick my Toulon or cut it off or something crazy. Come on, mate. Aussies and English, mate. We're supposed to be allies, remember? We're part of the Commonwealth, buddy. Hey, how you doing, Face Runner? No, I didn't, Face Runner. I think I told you guys they tried to set me up, but I've told those guys that I was talking to somebody, so there's no point. And I'm not. You always got to worry about these blind dates. But I'm talking to a girl, so I'm not about to go out with anyone else. Yeah, the monkey grip. I thought you were referring to something like the squirrel grip, Giganti. The old got you by the balls.
What's up, Marky boy?
How you doing, mate?
Not too bad, man. You?
Look, other than being really angry at my son at the moment, and
What's he done, mate? I know you said about the car accident and that. What's he? Because he ain't been in contact with you, has he?
no, but I've heard something through somebody else, and
What have you heard? I thought you was looking for another car for him, wasn't you? That's the last I heard.
Yeah, we've got him another car.
Yeah.
I took him down to get it, and then I went and took him to a place and bought 2 new tires and got it wheel aligned. Cost me $360, but I paid for that for him.
Yeah, yeah.
And then a friend of mine comes and sees me and tells me my son's fucking talking shit about me.
Oh, you're joking? What, after doing all that?
Oh yeah, mate.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And
That's attitude for you, then, isn't it?
Oh, and the shit he's talking is so outrageous. It's fucking.
Oh,
how you doing,
nasty stuff, is it?
It's like stuff that's come straight out of his mother's mouth.
Oh right, I got you. Yeah, fed into him then, I expect, mate.
So I don't know whether just to disown the boy or go around there, drag him out the house and beat the shit out of him, or.
Well, you're gonna have to have it out with him either way, ain't you? You've got to go face to face with him. Just say, what's the problem? Like, if you can't say it to me, then don't say it. You know the rules.
Thing is, he hasn't been answering the phone
he's not
yet.
Picking up.
Yeah. Face Runner, that's what's going to happen, mate. I am going to cut him off.
Yeah, you're gonna get. Yeah, you ain't gonna have a choice in the end, are you?
But I talked to my sister about it yesterday and told her what he said, and she was like, "Fuck that!" She's on ringing him, so I don't know whether she rang him or not, or.
Is that bad, is it, Mark?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
You need to pull him on it then, mate. Son or not son, you need to pull him on it, mate. If he's saying nasty stuff, he can't do that behind your back, can he? You got to learn, hasn't he?
Hey, no nonsense. How you doing? No, mate. And look, I really wouldn't give a shit if he was saying shit that was true. But the fact that, like I said, it's just like stuff comes straight out of his mother's mouth. It's and it's bullshit. I need new wheels on my truck. Be your son.
Quick, a top lost. He's some rollers.
There you go. I can tell people my son's a Texan stud.
I'm not Welsh, you know. Is he on Gunter? I'm not Welsh. You do know that, don't you? Oh, he's talking about you, Mark.
Oh no, Gunner.
Oh. Can you pay the fuel bill too?
Well, that's what pissed me off. Like spent $500.
Well, it's a bit out of order. Yeah, gets him a new car. Well, like you buy him a car, you get it all sorted out for him, and then he's still chatting bollocks.
But I can't understand it myself.
He needs to try independence, mate, where people ain't paying for his stuff and see how far he gets, isn't it?
Well, mate, I mean, this is a kid that was coming over my place, and I was cooking him dinner all the time, or taking him out to dinner.
Yeah.
Finally, a stud in your family.
But there's no reason, is there, for him to do that? Does he live with his mum at the minute?
Yeah, the really weird thing is, David, is that she's never home, mate. She's always with staying at her boyfriend's place and leaving him uh, on his own.
Hmm.
You know,
Well, do you reckon it's jealousy? Yeah, and it's reckon because you went out and got him another car and sorted out, do you reckon she can't afford it and she's putting stuff in his head?
oh, mate, she can afford it. She's got fucking mate. She took me to the cleaners. Trust me.
Oh, did she?
She'd have.
So why she? I don't understand why she'd be talking shit if you just helped him out and got him a car on the road again and sorted out for MOT and all that.
Because she's a mental case.
It sounds like it, mate.
No,
They
no, no,
all
no,
fucking mental case, isn't they? Oh, do you
no,
mean
no.
proper mental case? You mean
She's got
certified?
in 2014. So I was
Yeah,
we split up in 2015, but
yeah.
in 2014 she was diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis. When they did the MRI, she already had 11 scars on her brain.
Shit.
Hey, Brian.
So she was pretty messed up then.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, yeah. Very messed up. She
But
like
then you could expect that off her, then, Mark. But you wouldn't expect it off. Like, there's nothing wrong with your son, is there? At the end of the day, he's just listening to what she's saying. Like, not being funny. If my dad bought me another car, I wouldn't be talking shit on him. I'd be
well,
grateful, to be honest.
my son, um, he has Asperger's, so he's
Oh
easily
right, yeah, yeah.
influenced, I guess. But he's very high functioning.
Hmm.
He's at the bottom 10%, but he does have Asperger's, so he does have some social skill problems. And
Yeah.
but
I don't understand why
yeah,
he's talking crap though, mate. Unless he was still bigging it up in front of his mates. That's the only thing I can think of.
no, no. My sister came up with the answer to probably why, and it boils down to my wife. So,
Oh, was it?
well, my sister was my wife's best friend, and
Oh
they've known
right.
each other. They've been friends since high school,
Oh, it's a long time now.
and she won't even talk to my sister anymore.
No. Okay, no, they all took grudge, mine, didn't they?
So, and well, last time my sister spoke to her, she's like, "What the hell?" She said the same thing I did, is that she doesn't even know her anymore. But
Yeah. Well, things change with families, mate, don't they?
Face Runner, that was an option for a while, but her daughter's just moved back in her house, and she's got one of those little furry dogs, and unfortunately,
Furry dogs.
it would last about 2 minutes. A Spice Girl, no, no nonsense.
Spice Girls.
Where's the Texan stud anyway? He's usually asking for the link. Where are you, Lost? Get up here with me and David.
Yeah, come on, Erlof.
So, mate, what's happening with Miss Heidi?
I can't. I didn't really want to go into it on another stream because it ain't fair, Mark. You know, understand that, don't you?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? He's only going to come back on me whatever I say, but obviously
Okay.
something's kicked off tonight. But just say I learned a lesson about don't have a relationship on YouTube, mate. Lesson learned.
Oh no.
Don't
Okay.
bother, dude.
I
Don't
don't want
bother,
to.
mate.
I don't want to guess. And
Well, you can put it together yourself, mate. It's not. It's not an art puzzle to work out. I don't really want to go into it because
yeah, no, no, don't, mate.
because
Keep it to
if
yourself.
yeah, exactly. It's only one sided if I say it, which ain't fair. So yeah, I
Yeah.
know, sweet. I'm not saying sweet. Well, everyone knows she's upset, sweet. I mean, ain't no point denying it.
Gunner, yeah, he's giving me problems. Oh god, it's a crazy world, David.
It is, mate. It is a crazy world, but you just got to go with it, haven't you? At the end of the day,
How
you
you
got to put
doing?
yourself first sometimes, eh, Mark?
Yep.
I know it sounds nasty, but
That's Al saying hello to both of us in there. How you doing, Al?
oh, Al, how you doing, brother?
Uh, yeah, look,
Good to see you on there, man.
my personal advice is when it comes down to personal stuff, just keep it to yourself.
You got to keep it private on there, mate.
I
To be
think
fair,
so. Yeah.
like the less people that know, the better.
You know,
I learned my
BK,
lesson myself.
I
Don't
don't
take my
think
issue.
I don't think you did learn that lesson, BK, because you blamed someone for breaking your relationship up, and you found out later that it had nothing to do with what anybody said on YouTube, mate. It was the girl herself was screwing you over.
But that's the problem with it, mate. There's like, when you're in a normal relationship, there's just two people in it, isn't there? When you're having a relationship online, is your friends, her friends, everyone else's fucking friends.
Mm.
And the second you let them in, mate, it destroys the relationship. But people don't learn that lesson. They really don't learn that lesson. So I got no sympathy for people that let everyone into their relationship and then moan that it's broke up. I got no sympathy for them at the end of the day, mate. I learned that lesson a long time ago in life. I don't fall for it again.
Yeah, Gunner. But you know, the biggest problem is once you, especially say we use the format here of YouTube, you put too much shit out there, and all you've got to do is get trolls saying shit, rumors start. Yeah, it did, BK, because you told me yourself that she was talking to another guy. That's got nothing to do with anybody on YouTube, mate. That's the girl. You know, she did the wrong thing by you.
Yeah, I agree with that, BK. Yeah, you didn't deserve that, BK, at the end of the day.
No, I agree. As much as I'm pissed off with you, BK. I don't. What she did to you was wrong.
Yeah, she shouldn't have done that. At the end of the day, if you would have done it to her, BK, you'd be getting slagged off by everyone, wouldn't you? You'd be the guy who'd fucked their life up, literally.
Yeah,
and you'd get the blame for it. But obviously, it went the other way around.
Yeah. What? And I know who we're talking about there. What she did was not right. Yeah, look, Gunners, sometimes we need to learn the hard way.
You can't do it, Gunter, and you can technically do it a relationship online, but you've got to literally cut everyone else out, mate. Which it should be at the end of the day.
Yes.
It should be two people in a relationship. You don't want to bring your mother's best friend into it and all this crap. It's just that's when it gets out of hand. The more people that knows, the worse it becomes, doesn't it? It's more ammo for them.
I tried to explain that to a certain bubbly young lady, but she didn't want to listen to me. I kept telling her, "You don't listen."
Yeah, yeah, I went through exactly the same thing, mate. They didn't listen, so I ain't got no time for them anymore, to be honest.
I think what you were listening to then was referring to when BK got hurt by a certain girl who did the wrong thing by him.
There's probably a lot of people having relationships, Al, that we don't know about online, to be honest. Even people you go into their chats and that.
Exactly.
Like, there's clever people that keep it private, to be honest. But as soon as it don't go private, that's when all the shit happens.
Yeah, once you put it out in the public.
Yeah, you can put 2 and 2 together and come up with 4 and make your own mind up about today. But obviously, I've just explained it perfectly. Face brother and me are spooning. Nice and close, Al. Nice and close, brother. Keep the warmth in the bed.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I got some 6 subs.
They're good, though. They're sick, but they're good.
No, I'm not saying that, Gene. What I'm saying is if you want to start a relationship with somebody that you meet online, don't be careful about not putting it out there. You
don't need to put it out there. Not being funny. Like you and Sweet. If you and Sweet are dating, then don't tell no one. No one will know. No one will know, will they? So at the end of the day, no one got ammo to have a go at you, Mark, or to get at you by mentioning Gene's name. Same as with Gene. They can't say, well, Mark's doing this, Mark. And then it all starts the jealousy off me. Oh, Mark's been on this stream. Mark's been on that fucking stream. Yep. And if you don't trust someone, don't be with them. Simple as that. Don't listen to fucking trolls.
Do you see what Lost just wrote there? Thunder's trying to have... You sick bastard. I know you're not talking to me, Gene. That's fine. You don't have to talk to me.
Why are you not talking to him, Gene?
Oh, look, yesterday, what'd she say to me? She said, oh, why don't you start a live with all your trolls? So all my subscribers are trolls.
Oh, we ain't all trolls, Gene. Come on.
And that comes from other people talking shit to Gene.
Yeah.
Because I allow some people on here that they don't like.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly.
And she doesn't understand.
And you said something nice yesterday when I was on last. You said something really sweet about Gene as well, and she wasn't even here to hear it.
Oh,
to be fair, when you said about that other girl, the guy who was chatting about earlier, and you actually said, like, I'm not interested. I'm chatting to someone online. I thought that was really sweet.
Yeah. I don't know, but she doesn't understand, and we definitely have some issues with communication. And
Well, you sure you got the jealousy factor, mate. You're doing well.
oh no, she does. Trust
Oh,
me,
does
she
she?
does.
It must be
Oh
all
yeah.
Filipinos then. Trusty, that made me laugh. Don't change your name to someone loves someone. I'd never change my name for a girl. My username, mate. You ain't got that much power over me.
I know what you're getting at there, Trusty, but might be best to leave it alone. BK, don't react.
Yeah,
It,
don't bite, BK. This is the thing. Don't bite at trolls. No point, mate. This is a waste of time.
well, look. To be fair to Trusty, what he said is true,
Mm.
but it's because someone here did it. But that person don't react to it. Don't just let it go.
No. No, at the end of the day, that's it. You've got to think, BK. You've moved on. You've got a new relationship now, and you're happy. That's all that matters, mate, in life.
That's right. Concentrate on what you fucking got to look forward to. Don't look back at all the shit.
You sit there dwelling about the past, and you're just going to sit in your own misery, ain't you, for the rest of your life? What's the fucking point of that?
Well,
You got one life. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. You're going to be dead soon anyway, so enjoy it.
my ex would love that. So I'm going to go out and enjoy myself just to piss her off.
Fucking right, mate. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You ain't going to sit home in the fucking house crying about her for years and years. No point, is there?
Yeah. There you go, Lost. There's the Hangouts link if you want to use it. If you're going to start giving me shit, you might as well come online and give me shit, you Spice Girls lover.
Might as well do it verbally.
Verbal
I can hear it
abuse.
then.
We got Randall in there. I didn't see Randall sneak in. How you doing, Randall? Sorry, this chat was going a bit quick then. I didn't catch up with it. And no, I'm still not using the new laptop. I was hoping that the lad would come around, but
Are you still not
that's
running it yet, Mark?
nah.
No? Getting on with the other one still?
Because I'm lazy. Because I'm gonna have to change remember what all my passwords are for my YouTube account and shit like that. And
You ain't got a password manager then.
no,
Well, you're better off getting one of them, mate, to be honest. Does
I
it all
think
for
so.
you then. Saves all your passwords online.
Yeah, I don't know if I got it now, whether it would work or not.
Hey, Thunder Dre.
Yo!
Hey, Al. How you doing, Al?
How is Al?
So what's going on? I was listening to Heidi's thing this morning, and then what happened?
I don't think it's going to be spoken about here, Al, but obviously she's upset about something and it's a personal thing. And like David said, it's probably not fair to talk about it on this stream while she's not here.
Yeah, she's not here, so I'm not gonna go into details or anything. But she's obviously upset. And there ain't a lot I can do about it, mate. To be honest.
Just YouTube related stuff.
No, I think it's more personal, mate.
Okay, well then I kind of know what it's about. We talked a little bit. I told her I could communicate with her with Skype. Me and my wife can talk to her. Thunder, if you're able to relay my email to her, or if you don't have email, if you relay to Dre, Dre probably has her email.
Yeah, how you doing, Big Kev? I don't talk to. Look, I've only ever talked to a couple of girls off of YouTube, so I don't talk to Heidi offline, mate. And
well, if you had Dre's email, if you forwarded mine to him, if he has hers.
No, I don't. I don't even have David's email. Lost. I don't. I can't send an email off the laptop here, so.
I'm good, Al. Bro, just if you can help her out, do that, mate. She needs more help than me at the minute, to be honest.
All right. Yeah, I don't really know how to reach her. I don't post my email online and all that kind of stuff.
Hang on. Sorry, I'm just going to put the link back in so that Gunner can get it, and then he can send it to Lost. There you go, Gunner.
Have I not got lost on mine? I thought I'd lost on mine.
Yeah, aren't you using a new computer, or you still got it in a box?
No, it's still in the box. Mate, I went and spent fucking few $100 yesterday. Went to my mate down to a place called Harbour Town shopping place and bought myself some new clothes and shit.
I could have swore I had lost on Hangouts. Why is he not on there now, man?
I was on my walk when you said your son's kind of a little ungrateful for some of the stuff you've been doing.
Yeah, mate. Not, but
That hurts. I know that hurts. I went through that with my son, and now he's closer to 30 than 20, and everything's all good. They just go through different stages. But with his Asperger's, it may just be hard for him to adjust. And you've seen that, growing up, and he's probably got a lot of little brainwashing from his mom too.
that's exactly what it is, Al, and it really bugs me because I'm the one that will go out of my way for him. I'll put my son before my personal life, whereas his mother, she puts herself before him.
You shouldn't use. She's using the kid as a bargaining chip. One of my mates is actually saying, Mark, his son lives with his ex, and she's murder, mate, absolute murder. Whenever my mate tries doing something nice for her son, she got a one batter him all the time, and it ain't fair. Like, just ain't fair at all. You shouldn't use kids like that.
Yeah, that's probably her only way to take a swipe at you. She already did it financially, and that's the last. She's just jabbing you. That's all she's got left. Yeah, she's still hitting at you. She's hurting and she's trying to jab at you.
Yeah. Take care, Linda. I just can't. I don't know if you guys notice this, but women tend to be very spiteful.
Oh, they're more spiteful than blokes.
Yeah.
At least with a bloke, if you get in a row with a bloke, you get punched in the face and that's the end of it. Like with a woman, they'll hold on for that for years.
Yeah.
Then it all comes out.
It's more mentally with women than it is physical.
Yeah, then it all comes out in a big blubbering, crying mess.
Yeah, exactly. But no one likes to see anyone upset at the end of the day. I think what we're here for, is it?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah,
Take care, Brian. Take care, man.
Take it easy, Brian.
Word up, bitches. What's happening?
What up, motherfucker? That was
the Texan stud is in the house.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, ladies. Come ride the cowboy style. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. Lost has his spurs on. Watch out.
I'm still sticking in my
leg. Yeah. And my whip. Take your ass.
It sounded like I was watching an episode of Rawhide then.
But on it.
Yippee-yi-yay.
I like that he's got his chaps on, but he hasn't got no trousers underneath. Mark was a bit worried. I can see his ass, mate. I can see his ass.
Oh, ass chaps, huh?
How you doing, Gummy Bear? The panel is full of assholes now.
Hey, Randall, we scoured the internet to find all these assholes. These are top grade assholes on there, man. These are professional assholes.
Speaking of assholes,
we don't come by easily.
Hey, Lost, speaking of assholes, did Mark at least shave his when he sent you that pic?
No, actually, it looks like he had probably waxed it.
Oh, at least he didn't come apart in it then.
Yeah, and it was too soon after the waxing because it was kind of red and had a few little bumps on it. It's pretty nasty.
Any chug nuts in there, Lost? Any
chug nuts? No, he gave me.
What he missed?
Yeah, a clean butthole shot.
Was there a pair of nuts hanging out of it?
It's so heartwarming to have friends.
I was trying to figure out what that white creamy goose was that was coming out of it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I picked my time to eat a pizza now, didn't I? Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, does your pizza have white sauce?
No, thank God. It's got pepperoni on there.
Oh, my God.
Randall, Mark flosses his asshole.
Jesus.
Hey, David, if you take one of those pepperonis, right, and you fold it in half, but then you just bite like the center out, so you open it back up.
Yeah.
And that's what Mark's asshole will look like.
Listen, mate, I can tell you now, that Texan stud, his ass looks like one of those baboon asses, mate.
You ever seen that? He's been sat on the horse, hasn't he, for ages? You've got to give him that.
You ever seen those big fucking baboons with the fucking
Oh yeah, I was
Big
I know
red
what you're on
lumpy asses.
about. Dried up asshole in a
Yeah.
whack.
No. Bleach the muck hole.
Oh, a lot of women do
Jesus,
that
mate.
now, and they think they. A lot of women said that to me. They bleach their assholes. Fuck that.
Jesus.
Oh, fuck that. Oh, fucking.
Oh God. Well, it kills the old line of a brown eye, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So give you the white
I
eye.
wouldn't want to get. I wouldn't want to get bleach in my jap eye. Yeah, that's going to be murder. That's going to hurt.
Holy shit. How do we get onto these Lost, that's you. That's
Yeah.
you do that.
Well,
You're a
I mean,
bad
I
influence,
put a funny saying in. That was like an hour ago. Come on, you want to bring that back up?
Grape jelly salad toss. Jesus Christ, man. No nonsense. I'll have nightmares about it too.
We're all going to have nightmares tonight.
Oh shit. The worst thing about it is I won't be able to eat pizza for a while now because if I grab a
I think it's
pizza, I'm
put
going
me
to be
off,
thinking
Mark.
about it.
Yeah, it's
I'm
put
going
me
to be
off for a
thinking
bit.
about it.
Christ.
Jesus. Oh my God.
All right, I'm gonna walk into Walmart. My favorite place seems to be when I'm talking to you.
Oh, nice. We've got to pick up Lost.
Yeah, let me see if I see.
Yeah, usually
we'll do we'll do the people at Walmart video style.
The thing is, when you do Walmart, you usually got the camera on when you're walking behind someone in a short skirt.
Well, let's see if I can make it happen.
Just remember, if you're gonna pinch anything out of the store and run out, make sure you turn the camera off first, just in case you get caught. Nothing more embarrassing than getting caught shoplifting on YouTube.
Holy shit!
Well, if that happens, please delete the video immediately.
I might find some bargains there, mate. At Walmart.
Oh goodness. What's this? Walmart. Yeah, always interesting people in Walmart. I wonder if we will see Lost in one of those people at Walmart videos.
Oh man, let me tell you what, if someone was to take a picture of me today, I just got done work and I'm basically covered in dust. I look like crap. I could easily be put on the people at Walmart site.
No, I think the people at Walmart one, that's usually the big fat women in the short skirts or
the weird
short shorts. Yeah.
It's not called Walmart over. It's called Asda.
Oh, is that the name of yours?
Yeah, okay. We got one literally just at the road and is exactly the same as what you just said then. A lot of women, fat women includes it, don't fit, thinking they look good.
It used to be bad after midnight, but a lot of.
Oh, you sit right in this area, mate. You get the parents outside in fucking pajamas, mate, in the middle of the day. That's how bad it is.
Oh shit!
Can't even be asked to get fucking changed in the middle of the day, like to go shopping.
No worries, face runner. You take care, bud. One of the best things here is like we got a Coles up the road, and it closes at 9 o'clock, but then it opens up again at midnight. So.
Oh, is that? Ain't too bad then.
No, it's a bonus.
Yeah, it's nice having something open on late in it. We got a 24-hour fuel garage up by us, like with the shop, which ain't too bad.
Oh, we got lots of them. 24-hour.
Yeah, it's all right for like cigarettes or milk, like in the middle of the night if you run out.
Yeah,
handy.
Yeah. Actually, the on the run fuel station up here at the road, that's where I get all my coffees from, mate.
He got his camera on that one.
He's
trolley view. Going to ram some people. Come on, 10 points. 10 points.
I actually just came in here.
There's a victor right in front of you. Mow down, go on. Full speed.
I had to grab the cart to be more incognito.
What are we shopping for? Bargains then, are we? Oh, it looks massive, that store. Pine.
You know what?
Dollar, look at that. What's on there? $1.
Listen, Lost, you need one of those cameras on your shoe.
Yeah, pointing upwards. Get some of these Reese's biscuits. Mate, grab a packet of put them in for me. Reese's biscuits, sir. That's a good price.
Remember when the iPod Nano came out? The Japanese guys were hooking them to their feet and
That was it, yeah.
standing underneath girls.
Have you heard? I was watching a video of a YouTube video, and there's this thing now in Japan. They call it chicken, where girls on the trains get molested. Like when they're in crowded and they're packed in like sardines. Some
that's
guy
been
will
a thing over there for a while. Yeah, I've heard about that, Mark.
Some guy will go for the big feel.
Yeah, 'cause they pack them in, don't they?
Yeah, I seen this ugly Western girl. I think she's American. She's over there, and she's doing a video, mate, crying about it. And I was looking at her, and I'm thinking, well, you should have been grateful that anyone wanted to touch her.
Yeah, it's just lucky someone put their hand on you.
Yeah.
Thing is, though, if you're on a crowded train and you're a girl and a guy touches your ass, whatever, you start throwing.
I didn't even know you're open. I was just stopping for a drink. Sorry.
Oh, was she like lost something with her?
A shake and bake cooking
The camera back on her. Lost what she looked like. She looked alright.
Gummy,
Yeah, she was cute. I'll check out with her.
Yeah, she was.
if you're talking about BK Gummy, you need to direct any questions at him, and you need to be very careful on what you ask, mate.
What is that? Oh, what's he got on his foot there? I thought he had two different shoes on then. Is that a plaster he got on his foot on his left?
Oh, yeah.
Dude in front of you. I'll say you got the wrong fucking shoe on.
Jesus, Randall, you talk about us, and here you are telling Lost to go to the women's section and check out the bras and panties.
Yeah, put a bra on. Put a pair of pants on and run around the store.
Right, I'll go. I'm not going to do that, but I'll run over to that section.
He likes the chocolate, Lost, doesn't he? He ain't left the chocolate aisle there. Oh, you're very polite. Well, you're very polite with that trolley, Lost. You're letting people through. I just fucking rams people out of the way, me. I just push it. I push it and hang on. That's what I do.
Hey,
Cadbury's
Junior.
right on your left. Cadbury's.
Hi, Junior.
Hey, Lost, go to the medicine. Hey, Lost, go to the medicine section and pick up a pack of Magnums and ask the girl, do they have anything bigger?
Shout out. Say, can you put a tannoy out for a price check?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, we're getting to the veg now. Veg and flowers.
Yeah, just careful, Lost. These guys will get you in trouble real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need any
DK.
barbecue lighters there, man?
Who's DK? Who's DK?
There we go.
Maybe
DK.
BK.
No,
DK,
he's saying he said no. He said
Who
not
was
DK.
who was wanting the
DK.
who was wanting the section?
Yeah, go to the
Randall.
medicine section.
Yeah, because it's the women's one, mate. It's the lunch. Look at Randall. Look at bad boy. Get that red on. Put that red on.
Oh, Jesus. They look like
There we are. I
parachute.
got that. Lost that thing there on the side there. What's that? The pink thing. The 90. Sit that on, brother. Get a dressing gown on. Put a dressing gown on. Stroll around Asda. Go on. All right, you ain't left the store. You ain't left the store, have you? Didn't you put it on?
Tell you what, I'll send you $1 if you try a dress on in there.
Yeah, $1.
I'll send you
Yeah.
$5. I'll send you $5.
Too bad you don't have super chat. I would say if you could raise like $200, I would do it.
Oh, mate, I'd only send $1 because I know you'd want to do it for nothing anyway.
You all go in the changing rooms, Lost, and start screaming and say, "There's a camera in here." Just run out of the store. Just run out of the store.
Excuse me.
Can't be the size of that store. Fucking massive. Ritz biscuits.
Oh yeah, this is the super Walmart. They got a
Oh,
big
you're making
grocery
me hungry
side,
now,
and
eh?
they've got all the. I know. I actually came in here to get something to drink and something to munch on. Man, I skipped lunch today. Man, the job I had was brutal today.
Well, what I can't understand is
Lost?
no girls.
Yeah, there ain't that many women here, is there? What time is it, Lost?
No, it's actually it's 5 o'clock. It's rush hour time, so a lot of people are probably going home. But yeah, there's hardly anybody in this Walmart. It's kind of surprising.
Yeah, it's quite empty, isn't it? I expect, like you said, everyone's traveling in now, aren't they?
Gummy, who
Yeah, everybody's going home.
are you talking about, Gummy? I don't know who DK
Oh, he's at the Wervers. He's looking at the sweets.
Yeah, actually, I want some of
You've got a
these
lot of stuff to
mints,
save in
but
ours, mate. A lot of stuff
in
saving
the
in ours.
smaller
to be fair.
size.
Yeah, they're called
Who-
polos over there, not lifesavers. We call them
I don't
polos.
have the small ones.
I'm still trying to work out who DK is.
Yeah, who is DK? I just looked for the names on the list and I can't see no one with DK.
Well, Gummy's saying, why is he not coming to your show anymore? I guess he can't control your channel. I don't know who you're talking about, Gummy Bear, DK. Who the hell is DK?
Did
Well,
he
you know,
make a
like,
mistake and put a D instead of a B?
No, he said
no,
it's
I
not
just
BK.
asked him that. Yeah.
I'm not sure. No, he's not talking about BK Junior. He
No,
said,
he said no. He said yeah. Earlier he said it's DK, not BK.
yeah. So
The only one I know got D on your letter on that comes on yours is Dick, but it ain't gonna be him, is it?
okay, he's lurking. Actually, I do know who he's talking about now.
Oh, is he
No,
on here now? Is he?
no, he's talking about David Knopfler. That
Ah,
would be, and no, David has been on. I think one time,
Oreos.
and I was on a panel with David last night.
Hmm.
Yeah, Gunnar, that's who he's talking about. I was on. Tony Hutchison did a live stream last night, and I jumped on there with him and David.
he had a load of problems though, David. Didn't he? Didn't someone
Yeah,
start a troll account up? Because he comes on ours quite a bit, like, and I seen the troll version. And it wasn't him, just by what
No,
he was saying. It wasn't the same dude. I knew it wasn't different channel.
no. Look, David had some issues when they attacked his girlfriend, which is dead wrong.
Hmm. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
He obviously had some issues. He obviously had some issues with me, Gummy Bear, but I don't have a problem with David. So I mean, and we were chatting last night. So
It's all good.
if people can get pissed off, and that's fine. Look, at the end of the day, Gunner. I mean, to be fair to him, most Australians are shit stirrers. You know, that's probably why I let MJ get away with a bit because shit stirring seems to be an Australian pastime. So you just can't take things too seriously. Well, he can't do that here, Junior. No. But to be fair to David, that's not an excuse being Australian. To be fair, how you doing, Amani? Um, there's no reason to call his lady some of the things that were said, and I won't put up with that shit here. So I can understand why he was angry.
Can you excuse me for 10 minutes, mate, Mark? I'll try and
Yeah,
get back on, dude. All right, I just got to sort some out a minute.
yeah, no worries, brother. How you doing, Chicken Choker?
Hey, Thunder, I'm gonna have to back out of here. I got to meet somebody at around, I don't know, 20 minutes. So
All
I get
right,
ready to take off.
Oh, geez.
no worries, Al. Thanks for popping in, mate.
All right.
Always good.
Hope you have a better day. Hope it works out better with your son.
Mate. They say time heals all, so we'll see.
Yeah, maybe go on a little trip with him, some sort of bonding trip. Go somewhere.
Yeah, take him to the Philippines.
Yeah, he might not bond too much with you there, but it'll
There'll be
be
some
fun.
bonding going on there.
Yeah,
There will be
Ju-
bonding and bondage. There'll be something going on.
yeah. The
Well, thank you.
the thing
Nah, I
is,
think it'll be fine.
Junior. We got to stop this bullshit of guys attacking people's women and children and families. That can't go on. So grow up here. Andy, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You got your camera tied to your foot yet, Lost?
No, not yet.
Hello, lady. You should have said there's a guy in Australia saying hello.
Yeah, well, I was trying to be incognito about it and let y'all look. She was cute.
Andy, that's not good to hear, mate. But I know the feeling. Get her phone number.
I'm a married man.
I don't know. It's just some of the drama that goes on here is just crazy. Yeah. I don't mind the guy who's been arguing a lot lately with everyone, and it's getting old. Yeah, look, mate, Junior, it's going to happen on YouTube. You know, yeah. I think we just need to sometimes take a step back and you know,
Take a step back and start drama. Oh, I echoed on myself. What's going on with that?
Gunner, don't be like that. False accusations are okay, but nobody wants the truth. Like Thunder and Big Kev's censorship and lies must be Aussie thing. Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Chicken Choker. I try not to censor too much for what goes on here. Definitely not in for the false accusations. So, how you doing, NCE? But you know, fill me in if you want, Chicken Choker. I'm happy to address anything. Holy shit! Yeah, that's true, Junior. It is entertainment, and some people do get offended too easily. Um, but everyone's different. I just the only thing I don't like and is when you bring people's families and shit into it. That's not on. You know, there's no, you know, attack the guy. You know, maxi pad. Jesus, Gunner. Need to get out and get some exercise, Andy. Although where you are, it's pretty cold, so I'm guessing a bit hard to get outside and do anything. He made a fake chicken choker account. Well, that's bullshit doing that. Seriously. You know, these guys who clone someone's account and pretend to be somebody else, that's not good.
Yeah, I've actually I've cloned your account. I've been running around the Ladyboy channels and talking about how I love buttholes.
Thanks, Lost. I knew I could trust you, mate.
Yeah, no worries. Keeping it real.
Oh shit. Well, that's true, NCE. If you are going to throw shit around, you got to be prepared to catch a bit back. That's why, you know, I forgot who said it was, but someone said, you know, if you're going to be on YouTube, you do need a thick skin. If you're thin skinned, this is not the place for you. You know, Andy, that's not good.
Yeah, if you're thin skinned, get out of here. Because you ain't gonna last long if you can't take no criticism.
Yeah,
Not just
exactly.
criticism, but I mean just the trolls. I mean you got to block them immediately. If someone comes in there and starts some ridiculousness, you just got to hit that block button fast as you can.
I attacked his girl and bars. Now I will attack. Well, look, Chicken Choker, I'm gonna. Can you remove that comment only because of the? Hang on, I'm gonna remove it. I don't want you saying nothing about kids here, mate. say what you want about him. You know, that's fine too if you want to have your say about him, but don't do that. Thanks, Gunner. Look, Junior, there is a problem with some people having thin skin, but at the end of the day, there's no need to. If you don't like somebody or want to attack somebody, don't do it through their family and kids. Yeah, I know. I know it is chicken choker. I do know it is. I mean, I don't know what's being gone on with all this other shit. Well, censorship only in that I don't want you mentioning, the kids and the girlfriends, mate. Attack the guy. Don't bring the kids in. And I mean, I've always said that before. Chicken choker. The gummy conspiracy. No, I mean, I've been away for. Went away yesterday. I went overnight. Sorry, not yesterday, night before, and so I don't know if I've missed a lot of shit or what's been going on. I didn't think David was doing live streams. I know he was on Tony's last night. It was the first time I'd spoken to him for a little while. So I'm not sure what's been going on and what's been said. Yeah, and Chicken Choker, I do know that your account at one time had been cloned, and someone was pretending to be you. So the only good gummy is a melted gummy. Holy shit! It's I'm not so sure what's going on with all these conflicts at the moment and how it all started, and it's pretty insane. I tend to I like watching Benny Thamak. It's pretty well drama free watching him these days. I've seen him emptying his cray pots and. Well, that's not possible, Andy. Yeah, he did Gummy Bear, and I said it at the time that it was probably a bit of drama there. But again, that's his choice. I'm just not into saying raging.
I don't even
Cage.
know what the hell you're talking about.
Yesterday, the day before, BK said he was closing his channel up and then brought it back up again. And
Yeah. That's a normal YouTuber thing to say. You get a little mad, pissed off, or whatever. I'm closing my shit down because of whatever reason. And then 2 days later, well, I'm back.
Yeah, look, mate, if I get that pissed off, I'm going to do more live streams just to annoy everybody. Do you want the link, Joey? If you want the link, buddy, I'll put it in there for you. I did hear your last live stream, and you sounded so much better. Yeah, I like Benny too, Big Kev. No drama, just fun.
Who's Benny? I'm not familiar with this person.
Benny Thamak. Randall actually put me onto him. He's an Aussie. He went over to the Philippines, and yeah, it's a really good no drama channel, and just Bit of fun. Good on you, Joey. Yep. Give him a hard time, Junior. Junior wanker. Does that make you a senior wanker? It is good to see him, Junior. And after hearing his last live, he sounded a lot better, and wish I was around when he was on live, so I could have given him some shit. Big money, Benny, yeah.
Oh, is that the guy who's always donating to Big Kev, giving him money all the time?
Yeah, I think so. I believe he does, yeah.
Okay.
But he's got his own channel and that. Washing machine.
Excuse me.
Mate, I got one of these Fisher and Paykel, or had one, sorry, electronic ones where if something went wrong with it, mate, they just plug a computer into it and told them what the problem was straight away. And thankfully, these new electronic Fisher and Paykels, it's just a matter of usually replacing one component. So I'd recommend those electronic Fisher and Paykels to anybody. I'm not sure you got Fisher and Paykel in the US or anything though. I mean, I think it's a New Zealand company, but make great washing machines, that's for sure.
I got LG a couple of years ago. We bought some of them high dollar ones. You know, it's got all the sensors and bullshit into it. But actually, it does well. But just I was so used to I'd always bought them little like $100 ones or whatever, and just wash my clothes because, well, prior to marriage, it'd only been me. So
Yeah. Have to have power to use a smart diagnosis. Yeah, well, that's look, Joey, for fuck's sake, man, set yourself up a diesel generator or get some solar panels and a battery system, mate. So, you know, these brownouts, man, that would be so annoying to me. And I know it's part of the Philippines and you have to get used to it, but you can get around it. I mean, I was talking to Larry not long ago, and you know, he's got the diesel generator set up so that you know, he can just throw that on. I mean, I talked to Ed a while ago. Oh, the wash. Okay, Joe. Talking to Ed the other day, and 12 hours he was without power. Yeah, I miss him too, Junior. Even though half the time I can't understand what he's saying because he can't speak English, but I miss him as well. So what happened there, Lost? Not one short skirt did we see in Walmart.
yeah, I walked by a couple of cute girls. Well, the cashier girl was cute. I couldn't tell if I was holding the camera properly enough for y'all to see her well, but there was no girls in the little lingerie section, so that was a bust.
Well, see, Joey missed that bit. He would have loved you going through the lingerie section. He would have been picking out his next bra and move to do we get anywhere we have geothermal power. Yeah, that's not a bad thing, Nathan. I know that in Australia they getting into that. Hey, Jason, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Yeah, look, no one misses the drama, mate. That's for sure. But the bottom line is, when we get guys here and they shit stir, you've really just got to be like, you know, water off a duck's back, let it just roll off, mate. And then when it goes too far, then you get rid of it. But I found I haven't had too many issues, but I've, you know, I kind of let guys do a bit of shit stirring. but it's the same rules as we had before. You know, and there's not a lot of them, but I want to stick to those rules, and I try to be fair with it. Same as with the channel, you know. I like to let everyone have a say on here. That's good on you, Jason. It's always good to see you, mate. And I hope the next time you go to the Philippines, mate, you start doing some videos for us all to have a look at. Yeah, Nathan, that's the way to do it. You know, if you don't like what's being said on there, just get rid of it. Nah, Junior, I agree. I mean, I'm not in this for the money, and hell, I'll probably never have enough views or enough subs anyway. But for me, it's just getting the guys together, seeing a lot of you guys and having a chat.
Probably whenever you take a trip, your probably subs will drastically increase if you were to film it while you were there. If you want to do that, I don't even think you will.
Yeah, you know what, Joey? No matter what, people are going to bring shit up. So again, as long as they're abiding by the rules and they don't take their shit staring too far, you know. I mean, it's kind of funny, Joey, because I sort of became more lenient to some of these guys because of you. You know, you were the one that was more um, about just you know, letting everyone back in at one time. And who's talking about me? Eh? Stupid trolls, get your life together. How you doing, old cocker? If that's you, well, I don't see you using that channel much anymore. So let's just check, see if it is you. No subscribers. I would say that that's not the real old cocker. And there's the fact that you're cloning somebody's account, old cocker. Junior, you want to handle him? I'll leave it to you, Junior. I don't want nobody in here cloning
Yeah,
people's
subordinate.
accounts.
Do your job.
Yeah, he got him. Yeah. You know, if David wants to come in here and have a go at the guys, that's fine, but don't come in here cloning and pretending to be him. That's bullshit. It's a bullshit move. Hey, Michael, how you doing, mate? Jesus, bloody hell, Joey, you're nuts. Yeah, that's right, Michael. It is. It is him. Yep, that's Focus. It's his new. That's his new channel. So if you're not sub to him, mate, sub to Raging Cajun Live. What are you trying to do, Junior? Time yourself out. You crazy mother. It's got to the point though, guys, where I enjoy talking to a lot of you guys, and just got used to having you all around. So, that's why I do the streams, and I originally started it to help Joey out, and then all that shit went down. But you know, I'd love to keep all the guys, the same group together. What do we got? Did Lost go and mute himself? Did he? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was chomping on a banana and slurping down my monster there. I didn't want to smack on the microphone.
Yeah, that's probably not the right thing to say on YouTube with these guys in the chat, mate. Chomping on a banana.
So, yeah. I was chomping on a banana, boys.
Holy shit.
Like Junior said earlier, this is Man Talk. This is you should just name your channel The Man Talk.
I was going to call it the Metaphysical Hour, but I might do a series of shows and call them the Metaphysical Hour. Did you
That sounds
deep
like a pretty decent name.
Junior just asked, did you deep throat it, Lost?
Nah, I chew it up in little small pieces.
Holy shit, that'd bring tears to your eyes. Oh, goodness. Well, it's good to see all the usual names out there and the crazy Raging Cajun.
That's all, another good thing. Speaking of deep throating, isn't that amazing when you get that first girl who don't have the gag reflex? Man, that's always a fun situation to grab that ponytail and just force it down.
Oh, God. Jesus.
No choking sound at all. Just boop, boop, boop.
You got any phone numbers, Lost?
Well, they might, yeah, I think they're kind of married now or something. They're doing that to their husbands now.
No, Jesus. Typical. It seems to be my thing, always too late. Yeah, Andy, this is our team. Jason. Go and do it, mate. Jason just said that makes him want to go and call the first girl he met like that.
What did he say? Say it again.
Jason just said, shit, that makes me want to call the first girl I met like that. Yeah, Junior, I think so. Yeah, the bottom line is we're not all going to agree, and I can live with that. It's not a big deal. Yeah. I mean, if we all agreed on everything, it'd be pretty boring anyway.
Yeah, just you got to be, if you have a different view or opinion, whatever it might be. I mean, as long as you're respectful, what's the problem?
Yeah, and I mean, I know some guys are not respectful, but a bit of ball busting isn't all that bad.
No, especially my circle of friends and the circle of friends I made online, we're all kind of ball busters, kind of.
Yep.
Pick on each other, do the the butthole thing I did with you earlier. I mean, it was good fun.
Yeah, Jason, I think we all know someone like that. Jason just said she was crazy as hell, great sex. We were either fighting or fucking.
The crazy ones always tend to give you the best stuff, But the problem is they're crazy, and it's only going to last for so long. I dated a stripper for a little while. Let me tell you what, man, that was some wild, wild stuff. She's inviting her other stripper friends into the bedroom, but man, that bitch was cuckoo for Cocoa Puff.
Okay, Joe, you take care, mate. We'll hope to, mate. We really do need to jump on a show together, and yeah, you know what, Junior, it's true. A lot of us do have a sense of humor and can take the ball busting. I mean, between you and Gunner and Lost, my God, the shit you guys give me. I've never been with a redhead, Gunner. I've never had a redhead.
They say they're crazy and all that kind of stuff. I dated a redhead. She was fine. She was natural redhead, if you know what I'm getting at.
Yep.
But she wasn't crazy. She was to me, just a normal chick. Didn't have any problems. I mean, it didn't work out, obviously, but it wasn't like she went crazy or anything. Like I hear a lot of guys talk about how their redheaded ex-girlfriend went cuckoo on them.
Yeah, no worries, Joe. Look, lately, mate, I've been doing them in the mornings, my time. So I've been going to bed early and getting up early. So
Cut back on the porn, huh?
no, mate. It just I was getting to that stage where I was up all night and going to bed at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning, and then sleeping all day. And I just wanted to get back into a normal, you know,
Normal routine, yeah, I understand it.
I dated a few redheads, and the ones I dated were crazy. Well, I hear that they're pretty fiery, Jason, but I guess that's not that we can't generalize. Maybe they're not all like that. Imagine a Filipino redhead hybrid. No, Michael, no way. Those girls are crazy enough as it is. My God, that would be.
So you said you were you said you were still talking to a Filipino girl online or something?
Yeah, well, I was. I don't know if I am now at the moment.
Okay, because I remember you saying she got jealous or upset you didn't send her a gift. That was like a week or so ago. But
Oh yeah, the last message I got from her was just not long ago. She said, "I hate you." So, but she said that to me a few times. So,
no, so loving.
yeah, Junior, who you talking about, mate? No, no. Well, I was talking to someone, Michael, but I'm not sure it. Yeah, maybe you're right, Michael. But
Well, it's just online, so it don't need to go anywhere anyhow.
well, that's what I try and you know. The problem is you say that and they get offended, but you know, like you try and even if you get along with someone really well, you try and tell them until you actually meet. You know,
Yeah.
I've tried talking to different Filipino women online, and it just seems to get old when you actually can't spend time with them. Yeah, that's true too, Jason.
Yeah.
That's very
I mean,
true.
there is something addictive about communicating with someone in another land. There's learning a culture through them through Skype or whatever it might be. At least it was for me, I should say. It was that. I did have like that. Especially if I wanted to visit somewhere, it was nice to get online and they can maybe tell you about the area, that kind of stuff. But I was always up front. It's like I'm not going to commit to anybody until I meet them. I let them know up front. Some of them wouldn't even talk to me after that, which is fine.
Yeah,
Those aren't the ones I'm looking to meet.
Yep, Junior. Yeah, no worries, mate. That's all good. Gummy bear, you know, you're right to a certain degree, but I think a bit of common sense has to come into it. Like, it's all good to have an online relationship, but it's not. It's not. How do I say this without offending people? It's not real until you've actually met the person.
Absolutely.
That's just how I look at it, I guess. And you know, there's nothing wrong with having an online relationship if if and you eventually meet, and then that's when it becomes real.
But you can't commit to online. An online relationship, trust me, you can develop feelings for that person. You really want to meet them and all that kind of stuff. I get it, but you can't have a committed relationship online. A committed relationship is actually someone you can spend time with in person, and online is definitely not that.
Well, you know, the thing that we all need to understand is that we can all say things online, but you know, it's not until you're there in front of somebody saying those things that it has any real meaning. I actually did Filipino Cupid 1 month before I went to Cebu on vacation, and the women with jobs seemed to be the better women to do things with. I know that's not true for all women. Yeah, Jason, yeah, I hear that a lot, and there's a lot of truth in that. No, Michael.
And actually, that's one of the best pieces of advice. I think some other guys say that, but when I was traveling and dating all the time, that's the best thing. About a month before you go is when you get online to try to find people to meet, not just one person. I'm talking about you should set up like a few many different girls to meet, for coffee or whatever, something simple to see if you like them to even take it beyond the next step. So that's good. If you're not going to go there for like a year, I wouldn't even recommend. Well, I mean, I can't say don't recommend getting online. I think you should get online, but definitely don't be like falling for no girl and committing to an online relationship before you go to to another country. Actually, you shouldn't. In my view, you shouldn't commit at all online. Period. Say, if I'm in your area, we can meet up, but don't say, oh, yeah, I'm just going there to see you. You can pick me up at the airport. These are all things that you should not do.
Yeah. The best advice, and I'm trying to remember who gave it to me. It might have been actually Graham. Graham gave me the advice, and his advice was to meet girls through people you know there, because obviously they already know what the girls like, so you're less likely to get scammed or and that was some pretty good advice, actually.
Yeah, perhaps so. But I mean, how many? Well, I mean, I guess you meet online people, I guess, but it's even some of them might not even know the person that well. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I mean, I've gone in plenty of hookup blind date type situations. Come meet her, and I find there's nothing wrong with that. But and yeah, maybe they can kind of sort of vet a little bit, but that's still not a a guarantee or anything.
Jesus, gummy. Chicken choker. Let all the girls give you head. The best one wins.
That's a pretty good strategy.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you can get a bunch of girls to line up and find out who's the best, then that's pretty cunning.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Junior. That's a painful thing to deal with, mate.
We're all joking around talking about deep throating and head and everything, and he's getting serious on this. What's going on? This is the man room, Junior. The man's room. No, I have no idea what he said.
Andy, I don't think anyone is, mate. I didn't see anything. If I did, I'd have got rid of that straight away, Andy. Yeah, look, Junior, crazy is not a bad thing. Crazy can be good, as long as it's not crazy.
Crazy is good in the bed, but you don't want to be dealing with some cuckoo chick going all crazy on you in public or something like
that. Oh, remember that chicken choker. Oh, God. Captain Coconut returned. Who's Captain Coconut? She's crazy. Okay, Junior. I'll tell you what, I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're with, or girls are from what country. It doesn't matter what country, you're always going to get the good and the bad, no matter what. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. It's just a matter of.
That's why you have to date. You got to weed out the crazy ones and find the good ones.
Yeah. Well, definitely the dating thing. Yeah. Ah, Junior, you make me laugh too, mate. Well, Michael, you can probably do that over there. Use Lorena Bobbitt. Oh shit, that'll bring tears to a lot of people's eyes. Chicken choker.
Oh, the whole Bobbitt situation, getting your thing snipped off.
Oh yeah, chicken choker said Lorena Bobbitt was a good one. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, well, hey, let me tell you what. If you start fooling around on a girl, you don't know what the hell is going to happen. You seen that movie Gone Girl? Man, that was some crazy shit.
Well,
I know that's not real, but that's what could happen to you.
make money on porn up with me. Jesus coming. You know, it's funny. They talk about cutting your willy off and shit like that. I heard that guys in Thailand vloggers were talking about it one time, and they were saying that it got to the point now because they can sew them back on. The women over there were chopping them off and feeding them to the ducks, mate, so they couldn't get sewed back on.
Well, Jesus.
That's
You're gonna need an animal bigger than a duck to eat mine.
Holy shit. Oh God. Yeah, look, Nathan, that can happen. You can get lucky the first time. But I think the best advice you hear is date a few girls, and uh,
Look,
I,
I mean, you got to understand the culture you're going to and kind of how they date. But at the same time, especially both of us, we're coming from a Western country, and the dating for us is to meet, a handful of people and then kind of, run through the weeds and, get rid of the weeds to find, the best solution. The Philippines is one of those places where they don't want you to do that at all. They want you to commit, like, your first little Jollibee meeting or whatever it is. I mean, it's kind of insane a little bit. Like, we're supposed to be boyfriend and girlfriend, and the first time I meet you, like, I don't think so. I mean, I understand that's the way your culture works, but it don't work for me that way.
I think some of the guys have said just be honest with the girl from, up front.
If you're exactly, and that's another problem too. Guys are so used to kind of, I don't want to say they're like lying, but you got to kind of bullshit your way into getting a girl, I guess, which I've never understood. I've just always have been honest and upfront. That's just kind of the way I am. If you're honest and upfront, then there shouldn't be no problem. I mean, I remember when I was going to the Philippines, I had I'm one of them guys that's like, if you truly don't want to know, you better not ask me the questions. I'm going to tell you. So I was talking to this girl online, and I just made this week trip down to the Dominican Republic with a couple of my buddies, and came back. She's like, "Well, did you sleep with anybody?" I was like, "Do you really want to know?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, yeah, I did." And she got all mad and upset at me. I was like, "I've never committed to you." I was like, we are just basically chatmates. I do like you, but we've never met. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want to do. You don't like it, I'm sorry.
No, that's look. Kudos to you for being honest, and like I said, some people don't want to hear the truth.
Yeah,
but
they think they do until the truth gets told to them, and then they're all butthurt about it.
Andy, don't be sorry, mate. You're all right. All good. Yeah, Junior. Some of them yes, and some of them no. Yeah, well, chicken choker. I'm strange you brought that up because I was talking to a friend of mine who's a scientist who actually worked in Mexico for a while, and I was asking him about the girls there because they seem to like foreign men, and he said it's because the Mexican guys just not a bit like the Filipino guys. They love them and leave them, and they're not real. Which they're not the best catch for the girls.
Well, they've got that kind of macho society down there too, where the men are kind of rule the world, if you will. They'll have multiple girlfriends, be married, have stuff on the side. A lot of that kind of stuff happens in a lot of these Latin American countries.
Yeah. How you doing, Dick Insider? Dominican Republic, you'll catch voodoo dick. Well, I don't think I got a feeling that Lost hasn't got voodoo dick yet.
No, maybe they tried to voodoo my dick, but apparently it didn't work. Now that is a rough country, man. The women there are ruthless to get money out of you, man. Jesus Christ, that's not a first time trip for a guy wanting to meet women, man. The chicks down there are hot, man. They got a dark island skin down there. They're sexy. Damn, they're sexy down there. But woo, them girls are rough.
Someone just called Dick Insider Ed, and Dick Insider's just said, "Mr. Ed to you, pal." I don't know where Ed is evil. I wasn't around yesterday, so Colombian women are way better looking. Yeah, look, Michael, I don't think Lost will disagree with you there.
Yeah, you know, they I mean, if you like that particular build, the you know, kind of the bigger breasts, small waist, bigger butts, you know, Colombian and Dominican women have that. Now, obviously, the Colombian girls overall are much, you know, lighter skin color, but both of them are sexy creatures.
Well, you're the expert on that one, mate, since you married a lovely lady from there.
Yeah, I married a Colombian. Yeah, they're hot down there. Well, man, my wife is, you know, if you ever see a picture one day, you'll be like, how the hell did that happen? but you know, I'm with my wife, who's very attractive, and I'm still rubbernecking like, geez, maybe I settled too soon or something. You know, I mean, there's just gorgeous women everywhere.
But no, I don't know, mate. You sound pretty happy, so.
No, I am, dude. I'm you know, I didn't go. Basically, I was almost 40 when I got married, and you know, I didn't go 40 years of my life to marry the wrong one. You know.
Yeah. Hope everything's good with you, Dick Insider.
What's up, Dick? I haven't noticed because I haven't been paying attention too much past 4 days or so, but I had noticed a new video by him making fun of the guy that sits in the chair.
What's this, Randall? Mexican chicks are overlooked and better looking till they turn 30.
Problem with the Mexican girls, and it's not all of them, but seems like after they have a child, they blow up, man. Just like boom.
Hey, Lefty, how you doing? Dick Insider just said hello to you, Lost.
Hey, Dick. Yeah, I haven't seen my old Dick in a while. Haven't seen my Dick in a while.
Lose some weight.
I don't know, actually, I gained weight, so I was, I got almost up to 220. Weighed myself a couple of weeks ago. I was like, holy shit! Because I was down to like, 200, 205, and holidays and everything. Man, I've just been eating and eating. I'm like, damn, I got an extra like 15, 20 pounds. I got to get this shit off.
So, mate, when you get a bit older and you put that little bit of extra weight on, it's well earned, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. When you get older, it definitely comes on quicker, huh?
Yeah, you know what, Michael? It really does depend. Some women age gracefully, and they're like some. To be honest with you, some women are like a fine wine. The older they get, the hotter they get.
Let me tell you what, man. Some of these older Colombian women, man, they got it going on. Of course, you can tell they probably had like some boob implants, maybe some of the mass injections they got going on down there. But man, they got that hourglass shape. I'm talking about these 40-year-old women and stuff, just looking good down there, boy. Wearing everything tight jeans, tight shirt. Showing off that cleavage and ass. It's nice.
Oh yeah, just rub it in, buddy. Okay.
I'll be down there in a few weeks.
Get some video shots for us, mate. Yeah, Andy, you take care, mate.
Yeah, actually, I'm more when I'm down there this time. I'll try to maybe do some live stuff, walking around over there.
Yep, you should. Make sure I'm in the chat room when you're doing it, so I can say hello.
Hello.
Tell him you know this crazy Australian guy, and
Do I know him? I don't know.
I might have to jump over to Colombia myself, and that'd be a nice trip. Actually, I'd like to do South America and like Mexico and Colombia, but you got to be careful. Who was it? Someone told me about. I'm not sure if it might have been. Actually, it was you, Lost. Told me about that I am Mara guy.
Yeah, yeah.
He got beaten up down there or something.
In Colombia,
Oh,
not that I'm
somewhere.
aware of.
I think somewhere in South America or somewhere like that. He took a.
I haven't. He, of course, he's been out of Colombia for a little while now. He's actually back in Africa at the moment, but he stopped through like Cuba and Mexico and
Yeah, I've seen the
a couple
Cuba.
of Central America somewhere too. And I haven't watched him as much lately. I've been watching a couple other vloggers from within that region, from Colombia and Peru and stuff like that. And
Yeah, I watched a few of his videos after you put me onto him, and he did a few live streams. And I seen the one in Mexico that he did, and I seen him when he was in Cuba. And I reckon when he was in Colombia, that's when I first started. When you first put me onto him.
Yeah, he was in Colombia for a while. He was there in Bogota, and his videos were usually kind of short, but he was always interviewing the girls there, and he'd ask them, if they like, foreign guys and what guys should do to go there. And actually, the girls would give pretty good insight. This is pretty good tips on if you want to come here. What you need to do. Which
I was surprised because I watched those interviews too, and a lot of those girls, even though they were interested in foreigners, they still weren't all that interested in leaving their country. They were happy to meet a foreigner but stay where they were. So it was
so the economy is not terrible, and there's certain areas of Colombia, don't get me wrong, that are bad off, but overall the economy is good there. If you have good degree, that kind of stuff, like kind of like the States a little bit, you can land a good job and make decent money there, and have a decent life. So it's not like some places where they're impoverished and they want to go. And actually, it's not too hard for Colombians to get visas. Excuse me, real quick.
Here it is. What is it? DR said the Mara incident happened in Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo.
Oh, Santo Domingo. That's in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah,
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, you know what? That's the one he was. You know what? Maybe I did. I'm starting to remember. Yeah, it was something about how
he filmed it. He filmed in an area where they didn't like it or something.
Yeah, I forget. I remember. I think I'm recalling now. I think I did see that one.
Yeah. Someone just said, "What about Guatemala?"
I didn't spend a lot of time there. I just went and saw the Chucha, kind of whatever the hell the name of the pyramids are. I was just there for a week, so and I was dating a girl at the time who was with me, so I didn't sample the local flavor.
That's the problem with you. You can travel through a country, but unless you spend a little bit of time there, it's hard to really get a good grip on what the go is there.
Yeah, I mean, there's just some. Not that I wouldn't want to spend time in Guatemala, but I was there for one thing. Kind of like when I went to Cambodia. Even though I only spent a couple weeks there. Well, how long did I spend there? About 3 weeks. My main reason to go there was to see Angkor Wat, for example.
Randall just said Eskimo. Eskimo women are overlooked. They're generally pretty chill. And Junior just asked, in your opinion, what is the best place in South America to go check out Lost?
Well, I mean, I haven't been to all the countries down there, just a few. I enjoyed Mexico years ago, but I can't recommend going there because of all the violence that's going on. But there's some good places to visit in Mexico. Of course, Colombia I've really enjoyed, but not just anywhere. Like I would skip out in Bogota. I would definitely go to the coast, Cartagena, Barranquilla, Santa Marta. Those are fun cities. Medellin's a lot of fun. Ecuador was cool. Still haven't made it to Peru yet. Hopefully one day. I've been through. Those are the only ones I've been to in South America actually, and then Central America. I've bounced around through Central America, but that's all been like kind of short stays, except for Mexico. I spent a lot of time in Mexico.
Yeah.
Of course, I've been to a lot of the islands. I've been to both Haiti, the Dominican Republic, like the Bahamas, and some of the other islands that's escaping me. Before I started traveling like overseas, I did a lot of the islands, the Caribbean stuff.
Haiti, I don't think Haiti would ever be on my bucket list, but
no, Haiti was definitely not I can't even recommend you going there. I went over there mainly for a dive trip because it was near to where I was in the DR. So mainly went over there for that. So yeah, I mean it's a very impoverished country.
Randall just said, honestly, the safest Latin American country is Chile. I wouldn't have thought that, but
that may be true. I don't know. I don't know the stats, but that's probably true because most of like the bad crime kind of stuff happens kind of between certain areas of Brazil, Peru, and even Colombia. I don't know if Ecuador has too much of a crime problem. Of course, Venezuela is off the rails right now, and then a lot of places in Central America, like El Salvador and what's the other one, Honduras and stuff. They're having really bad problems with crime. So
yeah. Yeah, but South America, I think, gets overlooked. I mean, again, Americans probably do South America more than anybody else, I guess. But for the rest of the world, I guess.
Actually, I'm telling you what, I run into more Europeans in
Seriously?
South America than I do Americans. Yes.
Wow.
So the city of Cartagena, which is up on the coast, gets a shit ton of Europeans. It's actually mostly Europeans there.
I'm surprised. I thought South American destinations would be bigger with Americans than anybody else.
No, I mean, it's still pretty big. Actually, Europe is the most traveled destination for Americans. How's this guy doing? Europe is, and I think Asia's second, and I think actually South America's third. Now, most Americans who go on vacation, actually the Caribbean is usually one of the first places an American to go to, like Cancun or the Bahamas or something like that, where they're going to some resort type place. I mean that's how one of my first trips overseas was. I went to Jamaica, stayed in Montego Bay at this resort. I don't even know what the fuck Jamaica's about. I just stayed at this goddamn resort. I might as well have been in Miami. I didn't see nothing about Jamaica.
Michael just said a lot of Israelis go to South America.
Maybe I can't recall ever running into an Israeli person.
Yeah, there's
I met a lot of Israeli guys when I was in Thailand.
Yeah, Nathan, I've heard that before. I'm not sure if it was Paraguay or not, but I've heard that there is some South American places that are very easy to get citizenship or permanent residency in some of those countries. So maybe we need to do a show on that one time on countries to retire to that are easy to get permanent residency or citizenship for.
Man, I read a book, and it's been many years ago now, and it was just that thing. It talked about, like, countries easy to get citizenship to, easy to, like, own a business. It was, one of those, like, 10 years ago, so I'm sure a lot's changed since then. But, yeah, I can't remember what country it was. It was either Bolivia or Paraguay was pretty easy to do it. Colombia is not too bad, but they changed this tax law thing now where if you have a business and, you know, it's kind of an international thing, you get taxed on even the other countries. Like, for example, I mean, I just have a little small construction business, but if I was to start a construction business, and you have to stay more than 180 days also. If I was to start one in Colombia, they would want to charge me also for my business in America, and that's just not cool. So I'm sure I could find workaways around that, but it's kind of put the wife and I at a little bit of a pause for like retiring there if we can figure out around the loophole there.
Jesus. The guys are talking about Jamaica. Michael saying a lot of Jamaican women have that curvy, athletic build.
They do, man. The ones I've seen, you know, they all looked like they were like some kind of triathlete stars or something. You know, they had that kind of physique.
Yeah, to be honest with you guys, the whorehouses are probably what I would stay away from.
Why would you do that?
Because a lot of these countries, it'd be
That's where all the boom, chicka, bang, bang goes on.
Yeah, but it just seems from what I hear, it's too easy to find the good girls anyway. You know.
Well, you're right. Yeah, in the Philippines, yeah. This is the way I feel about it. I've been to like AC. I mean, I've bar fined. I've done all that bullshit. Like, let's say like a bunch of us were to meet up. We're like, hey, let's go to AC for a couple of days and party and have a good time. And we're partying, having a good time. We go to one of the little bars or whatever. We all decide to get bar fined. I mean, deal, you know, we're guys weekend out, kind of like a bachelor party type thing. I mean, I could never go to the Philippines and just stay in AC the whole time. There's no fucking way. But, you know, a nice little weekend or 2-day trip, you know, go party, have fun, and, yeah, what's the problem with that?
You get something that Ajax won't wash off.
Well, that's why they make condoms. Don't be barebacking at, you know, fucking with prostitutes. That's ridiculous.
Okay, just heard there was a murder of an American expat in DR in early February, possibly having to do with narco. Yeah, well, you know, that's the thing, Michael. The only advice I'd give anybody, you know, done a little bit of traveling, but when you go to another country, mate, don't go messing with any shit. You know, you need to be very careful.
Actually, in Medellin, last week or so, a Dutch guy got killed down there. Apparently, he wandered in the wrong neighborhood or something. I didn't get the full story, so I don't know yet if he was. But the area he was in is kind of like a rough area. Like you know, even if you live there, you don't want to go into that area, kind of thing. Much less as a foreigner, you don't want to go there.
Randall just said, did I just hear Loss say he got bar fined? No, I think
you broke up on what do you think? I got bar fined? Yeah, hell yeah, the girls always bar fine me. I'm pretty cheap, 500 pesos, ladies.
Jesus.
I'll give you the best 2 minutes of your life.
Holy shit. Oh, God. What do we do with some of these guys? I
don't know. Put a number 1 in the chat if you've bar fined a girl. Come on. I know probably half you bastards have done it.
Oh, Gunner just said, lady boys love those Texan men. Loss gladly took his bar fine.
Probably. Oh, man. What I hate about Thailand's worse than the Philippines, but they try to trick you, you know, as if they're a woman. You know, they prey upon, you know, drunk guy lives, you know, to trick a guy into having. I don't know, but I think it's bullshit. I don't like the way some of them do it, and they do it pretty openly there in Walking Street in Thailand. Try to take advantage of drunk. I saw this dude was drunk as hell, and you know, one of the lady boys was like, hey, he went up to her. He's like, "Oh, hey, baby," you know, he's all drunk as hell, and he's all like, "Let's make out," you know. He's sort of like kissing all over the lady boy, you know. We're like, "That's a dude." He's like, "What?" You know, like, you idiot, you drunk ass. You need to take yourself home before you get like robbed or murdered out here, or get fucked in the ass by a lady boy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, all right, Randall. Randall just said, never bar find a girl. And then after that, he put, or lady boy. I think it's more par for course, Randall, in Thailand. You know, you know, when you're in places like Nana Plaza, Phuket, you know, Patong, Pattaya, those places, I think it's par for course to with the bar finding. But in all seriousness, from what people tell me, you don't really need to do that in the Philippines.
No, you don't really need, you don't need to do it anywhere, really. I mean, you know, I know there are, you know, whatever the percentage of the guys who go there just for that, you know, to go have a couple weeks of, you know, fun in the sun or whatever, you know, go run through as many regular girls and bar girls as they can, because maybe they can't do it back home. I mean, I don't know the reasoning, you know, it's like a sex trip. I mean, you know, I don't care if that's what you want to do, but there's so much more to another country than just, you know, some red light district.
No, but yeah, just watching Chicken Choker, it's a rite of passage to enjoy a whorehouse. And you know what? Chicken Choker, nothing against anyone that wants to do that. I mean, it's, you know, again, you know, I don't want to say that I would never do it, because, you know, I might go over to one of those places and do it. Isn't that the Chicken Ranch? Not the Bunny Ranch? I've heard it in outside Vegas. Isn't it the Chicken Ranch or something?
There could be a chicken ranch. You know, of course, the Bunny Ranch is the famous, and they've got a bunch of like smaller places. I haven't done that in Vegas.
Okay.
I didn't go to a ranch. I was with one of my girlfriends one time, and we got a hooker one night. I won about $1,000. She's like, "Let's get a hooker." All right.
Yeah, Nathan just said a friend of mine went to Kashmir in the 70s, rented a house, bought a pound of hash, had their first session, then the local cop busted in and said his hash was no good and took off with it. Oh, shit. Look, yeah, I mean, it's all well and good if you go to a country where they allow that sort of shit, but if drugs are a no-go in a certain country, don't go near them, guys.
No, yeah, definitely. Well, even if it is legal, I would still be very careful.
Yeah, because you're
might be legal for the locals or whatever. I wouldn't.
Exactly.
Just be careful doing that shit.
Exactly. If you're a foreigner in any country, you need to tread warily.
Yeah.
But I mean, you guys all know this anyway, because I mean, most of the information I get is from you guys, so that's how I learn about things. And even though you guys tell me this and you'll tell me that, I still don't really know jack shit until I actually get over there and, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. I know, like, every time I've gone to a country, I've always kind of, you know, studied up on it a little bit, and, you know, kind of got an idea when I was walking to, and, you know, there's always people to give information, little trips and you know, tricks, and, you know, where to go, what kind of taxes you should do, you know, don't get in if you don't turn the meter, you know, all these type of things. But until you're put in that situation, it's kind of a weird thing. It's kind of hard to get out of a taxi for the first time that some of the bitch don't put the meter on, for example, you know.
Nathan,
it's just like, I just want to go somewhere, but, you know, you definitely need to step out and, you know, don't allow them to pull that shit on you.
Nathan just said they were all stoned as hell, thinking they were in deep shit. Then an hour later, the cop came back with another pound of hash, saying, "This is much better." Randall just asked, "Lost, is it legal to get stoned in Colombia?"
You know, I've heard different things. You know, I'm not a drug guy at all. Like, I've never gotten into anything ever in my life. Like, I've never even smoked marijuana. So I don't know. I hear different things. Actually, you know what? We were talking about a week ago. I didn't know about you can have, well, for locals, you can have 1 gram of actual cocaine on you for personal use. And I didn't even know that. So, but I would say, and Medellin has that stigma, you know, because the whole Pablo Escobar days. I wouldn't fuck around in Medellin. I hear, and of course you can smell it everywhere when you're in Bogota. So it's not quite, I guess they're a little more liberal in that sense. So you might be okay there, but I wouldn't personally, you know, fuck around with it.
Well, I'd just be careful because you're liable to do something silly while you're on the shit and find yourself in trouble. And
yeah, and you know, of course, yeah, you know, and then you better trust really well the people you're around, you know, that might be doing it or something like that, you know. I mean, I've been around people that were doing it when I was in Colombia, you know, other Colombians, but you know, I passed on it. So.
you are so out there, Dick Insider. He just said, my Cajun friend is shy, won't come on. He wants to know how big a girl's dick has to be before he's considered a ladyboy. You're out there, Dick Insider. Yeah, I think Gunner, you got to be careful, even if it is legal in some countries. I mean, it's different if you're, say, in a Western country like Amsterdam or something like that, and you're having a bit of a smoke in the cafes, which, you know, that's all well and good. But you do, if you're in any third world country, I'd be very careful about you know, having anything to do with drugs.
Yeah, just you know the laws before you go there. I mean, if you're a person who likes to, you know, kind of recreational do it, you know, you're not some, you know, junkie or whatever, you know. I mean, just you know, use caution. You know, most definitely use caution.
Yep. Oh, that's funny.
Because you never know if that cop had a problem this weekend and needs a little extra money. Of course, that's what it boils down to most of the time. I got hit up in Mexico a few times. Got to, you know, bribe the guys. I wasn't even doing shit. You know, they're like, we're gonna take you to jail. Well, you asshole. And you always keep $20 somewhere else. You can, you know, hand them $20 and they'll leave you alone.
Yeah, I'd be very careful. I mean, I've heard, who was it? Someone did a vlog about, I think it was the Philippines, where they had someone selling some little bags of marijuana to people, but the guys were setting the guys up for the police. You know, so you need to be careful.
Yeah, unless you know somebody you can kind of trust, I wouldn't mess around with it.
Well, the Philippines and Thailand are two places where you just want to say no and stay right away from it. You know the laws there. You really can't trust.
I would say a few years ago, the Philippines might have been a little easier before Duterte got in there and cracked down. But I wouldn't fuck around with drugs at all in the Philippines right now.
No,
Thailand's always been hard on drugs, so you know that's one place you definitely don't want to screw around with.
Yeah, and the worst thing about the Philippines, and you brought up Duterte, is because at the moment they seem to be getting the users, not the dealers. So I'd be very careful in the Philippines. You know that's their laws. Yeah, don't go messing with them. I don't know. I've never heard that, Dick Insider. I know lots of Australians go to Bali, but you'd have to talk to those guys who have been over there. I've never heard of that. Dick Insider just said there is an island in Bali where all drugs are totally legal, sold on the beach.
Yeah, I've never heard that. I haven't been to Bali either, so I don't know.
No, I've never heard it.
You know, I was listening to Joe Rogan earlier, and I can't think of the guy's name he had on, but this guy's been doing a lot of studying about the different countries, how they have these social programs that have helped like heroin addicts and opiate addicts and that kind of stuff. It's pretty interesting. You should go back and listen to that guy.
Yeah,
it was on today, whatever it was. So Yeah, he's traveled all over the world, you know, and I guess he just coming out with a book, but his whole premise is you know, kind of let's legalize drugs, or you know, like you're never going to like stop the war on drugs, kind of legalize it, but give these people places to go. And I guess he was quoting different countries. Switzerland was one of them where you know, they gave heroin addicts a place to go and like shoot up so they'd be safe, because I guess they were shooting up and dying on the streets. And you know, I guess 80% of overdose deaths stopped, and you know, and then of course you would go to these places and the people would also help you try to get your life back together. And then these, I forget what the percentage was he said, but a lot of these people's lives improved. They put programs in place to help them, you know, get work and, you know, that kind of stuff. So,
well, I think Amsterdam has a pretty good program like that. And someone told me, was it someone, or I watched something recently where I think Portugal are going down
yeah,
that same road.
He cited Portugal as a place also, but it was like a few many years ago. But they put these programs in place instead of like, because he was really hard. He gave this great history background of like the American war on drugs, because it kind of started with America around Prohibition times. And it was real interesting. I can't sit there and cite the guy, but man, he was very good at this thing, you know. But I would definitely tell you to go back and listen to the guy. It was pretty interesting.
Well, America's responsible for a lot of this shit, because it started in the days when they banned hemp, and what they did is the oil companies got politicians to ban it under the name marijuana and made it like the devil's drug. And I think a lot of these harsh drug laws come from the USA. To be honest with you, they're probably.
Yeah, actually, he was. He said it was like after World War II, and whoever this guy was, I can't remember his name, but he was real strict with like drugs and all kind of stuff like that. And then, you know, of course, America had a nice, you know, influence in the world after, you know, actually, I think it might have been World War One. And so they, you know, America was forcing all these other, because he wanted this war on drugs thing. You know, he wanted just to eliminate drugs. And he was apparently a real hard ass at it, and you know, and then he was trying to get all the countries to ban it too. And I guess what had happened, he quoted a thing what happened in Mexico was, you know, he was trying to get Mexico to ban drugs, saying, you know, hey, all these drugs are coming from Mexico or whatever, and y'all need to, you know, ban drugs. And Mexico says, no, your war on drugs is failing. We're not doing this. And they cut off like medical supplies, like different opiates for hospitals and stuff, because everything at the time was being developed in the USA, and it would cause problems in the hospitals in Mexico. You know, the death rate went up and all kind of stuff. Whatever kind of medicines, you'd have to go back and listen. I can't recall. And Mexico finally, it fucked up, and Mexico finally caved in.
Yeah, see, like that's forcing their will on people, and I don't like that.
Yeah, and you know, and unfortunately, the American government has kind of done a lot of shitty things like that. I don't think we should be forcing our laws and democracy onto other countries. That's one thing I've never liked about my own government.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I love America, and I get along really well with Americans, but unfortunately, the government, I can't agree with a lot of the things they do. Yeah,
it's a shame.
You know what they're finding, Chicken Choker, is that those countries who are legalizing it all, they're finding that the increase in the users, users don't increase. The numbers seem to stay about the same, and they don't have, you know, the issues of the crime that's related to it. They don't have the deaths that are related to it. You know, so they've pretty well.
Yeah, but this guy was saying, like if you took all the money that they use on the war on drugs and you put into like these clinic places where people can go and use drugs, and give them social programs that'll help them, you know, kind of get their life back together. He said obviously you can't help everybody, and you know, some people just, you know, percentage wise, you know, some people just going to always have, you know, the problems or whatever. But you know, the amount of money could get, you know, if you took it all away and kind of legalized drugs, you know, the money could go to way better causes, you know.
Yeah. Look, I think the war on drugs. And don't get me wrong here. I'm not advocating for it, but I think it's like prohibition. It won't work. It just goes underground.
Yeah, actually, well, we have America has now apparently, it's got that over 100 years of the drug war, and obviously it's failed because we still have drugs. People want drugs. Nothing they talk about how people just kind of want to, people want to feel kind of high and euphoric and, those types of things. And it's happened since the dawn of our civilization, that kind of stuff. So he said it probably never stops. So you just got to, help treat the people and, kind of, be compassionate towards, people who have problems. And of course, one thing he went into was like depression. A lot of people, a lot of people get hooked on drugs. Depression was one, and people got some kind of pain in their life, and when things go awry, some people just turn to drugs.
Yeah, Dick and Sider just said in Portugal, crime is down, deaths are down, overdoses in general are down since legalizing, and I think that's the way to go, Dick and Sider, because I don't see prohibition as working. Hey, Crystal, how you doing?
Hey, Crystal. I mean, I definitely don't have the answers, but if it's been 100 years of the drug war and that shit ain't working, we definitely need to try something different.
No, I agree. I would have thought America would have learnt from the days of prohibition that prohibition just does not work. To me, it's being a little bit ignorant. It's arrogant to some extent. Like I said, I don't want to be an advocate for it, but I think that prohibition just doesn't work, and it's proven that it doesn't work.
Yeah, I agree. Can you hear me okay? I left my phone downstairs.
Yeah, Dick and Sider, I've heard that about in Amsterdam too. The problem's never increased since they've legalised it. So, really, people need to look at these countries and look at what they're doing and not be so bloody arrogant and think that they can just stop the problem, because you can't.
Damn, I put my phone down somewhere and I can't find it.
Yeah, look, Gunner, it's not a matter of feeling sorry for anybody. It's just a matter of trying to understand and providing help and providing some safety. Like, I tell you what, they have raves over here where the kids will take ecstasy and shit like that. And what they did, they started a program where, because people were dying from some of these tablets that they were taking, but what they did is at some of these raves, they would have these volunteers go there and test the drugs for the kids before they would take them to make sure that they weren't dangerous. And now we got the law jumping in and trying to stop that. Well, to me, that's crazy because these kids are going to take the pills whether they like it or not. Better that they know that what they're taking is safe. And
tell you what, I've only tried a handful of drugs in my day, and ecstasy was one of them. Woo, that's some good stuff.
Yeah, I've tried it back in the day. Yeah, that's true too, Nathan. Nathan just said, what do you expect when the CIA gets its black ops money from the drug trade?
Yeah, you hear the stories about the poppy fields, how we have why we went to Afghanistan and that kind of stuff. I mean, I have a feeling there's some truth to that. I mean, I have no idea, but...
Yeah, Dick and Sider, I think that's a big issue. And the worst thing I think one of the worst things that America have ever done was to privatize their prisons. To me, that just leads to corruption. Yeah, Randall, you're right. I think at the end of the day, marijuana isn't that bad. And in fact, there's a lot of good points to marijuana. And, I've seen guys get drunk and get in fights. I don't see guys smoking marijuana and getting fights. They usually just more laid back and relaxed. And it's a shame that...
sitting around doing nothing, unmotivated. I can't say that's a positive.
No, well, see, I know guys, myself included at one time, and we all had businesses, mate, and, It's not everyone's like that. You know, I have to admit, you know, it can affect people differently, and at the end of the day,
yeah, it does. And actually, on the Rogan show, that was something they talked about. How some people, you know, it can bring out the I forget what, like some kind of schizophrenia or something like that. So you know, definitely doesn't have a positive effect on everybody. So.
No, that's right. I've heard that too about
And
this.
I would imagine that probably goes for any drug. You know, for example, you know, the pain pills like the hydrocodone and stuff like that. My dad can't take that stuff, man. It jacks him up. I mean, it makes him like sick as a dog. So he can't use that for pain ever.
Yeah, there's some stuff like that for me too. But you know, there's some people that it is going to be more harmful to others. If you've got some mental issues from the start, it's probably not a good thing. You know, so, I mean, I think if you're schizophrenic, you know, paranoia is probably going to set in if you're smoking. But what I could never understand is how America could categorize marijuana as the same as heroin. You know, it's a Category 1 drug.
Yeah, that guy talked about it. It's considered a Schedule 1 drug.
Yeah.
And this guy who started the war on drugs or whatever, he's the one who pushed for that, and it's still been on the books for like, you know, 70 years, whatever it is.
That should never have been a Schedule 1. Yeah, I know Dick and Cider, but you know, I don't know how what the
Hey,
is.
you gotta listen to this real quick, okay?
Yep.
Hold on. Ooh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
So when you take your computer out of the fucking box, that's what you'll hear when you turn it on.
You bastard.
Yep, I'm cracking open my Asus laptop at the moment.
I mean, that's just a conspiracy theory there, Nathan. I'm not sure. Nathan just said private prisons and the music industry got their heads together and promoted gangster rap to incite crime. That's I don't know. That's a pretty stretch. Big long. I'm not sure. You broke up then.
Oh, maybe it was me breaking up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, you went robot on me also for a minute. No, I'm on the Wi-Fi at home. I don't know what the hell's going on now.
Gunno. Oh, jeez. I will do it soon, Gunno. I'm just lazy, man, because I know I'm going to have to try and work out all the passwords for my YouTube account and shit like that. And
yeah, well, that's what I told you. You should just do it today. Go there, change all your passwords so you know what they are. And listen, you don't have the fear of like, oh man, this Asus, because I think you probably got the same laptop I got or one very similar. Dude, it don't have all that other bloatware and all that other bullshit that comes with it, man. It's simple.
I think that the issue comes with Windows 10, because that's what people were telling me. There's certain things in Windows 10 you need to turn off and not activate. And
yeah, when you go through the setup, just skip all that stuff. You know, don't sign up for any of it, and it's fine. I have no problems. I don't have any of that stuff at all.
because they told me not to activate Cortana.
I wouldn't. I kind of heard the same thing. I have it there, but I don't. I only have it like partially functioning. I guess I can still use it as a search, but it don't do all the other things that it can do.
Yeah. Yeah, deselect all that shit. Yeah, that's what the guys have been telling me. So
yeah, but it's a simple setup, man. You'll be so thankful. The speed this thing has is awesome.
yeah. Oh, look, I'll end up doing it. Just recently, had so much shit going on with my lad, and uh, I just need to let that go and give him some space and stop being so eager to help him and let him learn a lesson, because I love the kid and do anything for him, but the problem is he's just too unappreciative at the moment, and he needs to
Well,
learn.
he's at that age, 21, still kind of that rebellious phase a little bit too. So, like, I'm a man now, I can do it my way.
Jesus, Gunner.
Yeah, I got the computer cracked open here. I can look at the chat now. Gotta get on my glasses because my fucking eyes are going so bad.
Yeah, mine too, mate. I got to go in and get some prescription glasses at some stage.
Yeah, gun term. He needs to open his computer. Yeah, just crack it open right now. We can walk through it. Everybody here will help you out. Come on.
You know what? That's not a bad do. I should do a live stream of me setting up the new computer. I should do that. That would bore the shit out of everybody. But at least give everyone a laugh. Oh, God. What day is it today? It's Thursday. Is it or Wednesday?
Wednesday night, so it's gonna be Thursday day for you.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's sad when you start losing track of the days. Lost your lady own land. Oh, Randall's asking, does your lady own land in Colombia?
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes, we have a place there.
Yeah, thanks, DR. That would be cool, actually. See, this is one of the great things, I mean, everyone talks about the drama and all the hate and shit, but I tell you what, you meet some really good guys on YouTube,
Yeah, absolutely.
and I think the good outweighs the bad by a long shot. I think you need to.
I agree too. I mean, we've all have run into a-holes or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm guessing too, a lot of it becomes you got your camera on.
Yeah. There you go. Look at it. Because I think you got the same laptop I got. Now look at this thing. It's beautiful. It's pretty. Look at this. Look at it. You could be playing with this. You can do stupid things with a light up keyboard that nobody really cares about, but at least you can see in the dark with it. Look at it. There it is. And then them solid state hard drives are so nice. You turn that thing on, it's moving. Now look at that. I can see. I'm filming myself. Looking at myself.
Yeah, Nathan. It's sad, isn't it, when it gets like that? Gunner, he's already was set up.
Yeah, I just turned it on. I got mine back in August, I think, was when I bought mine. Yeah, and mine was doing like what yours was. You know what? I like to play games, so man, it was it was getting too hot, and it would just bog down. It wouldn't shut down like yours, but man, it would just get so hot, it would just bog down to a crawl, and it just got ridiculous.
Well,
and it was old too, so it was like 5 years old.
I got told, and I've heard this now from a few different people, is that Hewlett Packard, HP, were notorious for overheating.
And this one's got that awesome cooling system in it too. And also show you how big of a Star Wars nerd I am. There's a Star Wars stuff in there.
Randall, Lost wasn't lying about Mark's asshole. I see it on his screensaver. Gee, thanks, Randall. I got to stop encouraging you guys. Bloody rumor mongers. What to do with you? Shit.
Yeah, this is my little gaming station. I forget the computer, laptop, Xbox, and TV.
Yeah, DR. I'm thinking that too. Oh, okay. You got it all set up there.
Turn the camera off. Nerdy enough.
Where's Crystal? Where are you, Crystal? You came in, said hi, and then disappeared on us all. Maybe, what's it, dinner time around there, California way?
So it'd be 5:20 there,
Yeah, so around dinner time.
California. Oh, excuse-moi.
Well, I never.
Oh, look at the Joe Rogan thing here. See what that guy's name was.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let us know who it was. But like as much as I said, I love the US and Americans and that. There's a lot to be said about their stance on the drug laws. That's for sure.
Yeah, Americans on a whole are against drugs, for sure. Joe, you know what? I'm assuming that's pronounced John. Is Johann? Damn, that drink's fucking me up. Hari is last name, so I'm gonna say John Hari. Hari. He's an English one, I do believe.
Yeah. Look, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being against drugs. The problem is how you deal with it, and I don't think America, or so USA, I don't think they deal with it very well. That's my personal opinion.
Actually, let me turn my camera back there for a second. Flip it around the other way.
Jesus, don't get naked on camera, mate.
No. So this is this guy. Of course, I know this kind of sucks on camera here, but where's his name? It's right here.
Oh, that's
so
Gil.
This guy walks around Colombia. He just walks around different streets and we'll just film basically Colombian girls. I don't even know who he's looking at. And he just kind of walks around everywhere. Gets on the metro. Gets on the the cable cars and different areas. But he's always hunting down cool chicks. He's also showing cool areas in Colombia all the time too. So he'll show architecture and that kind of stuff also.
Yeah, Ganti, I'm still using the Galaxy S5 myself. Probably need to get a new one now, but my S5's still going.
What the hell is this? China's virtual girlfriend industry? Is that a real thing?
Someone just said that guy's name is Explorando, is it?
Yeah, Explorando, yeah.
DR just said he watches him from time to time.
Yeah, I mean, they're not, they're just walk around things, so it's not like it's like super popular, or I mean, super entertaining, I guess, but if you kind of want to get a feel for what things look like in the area, it's okay for that.
Yeah. How you doing, free biker? I think I met you last night on Tony Hutchinson's live stream. You're a New Yorker from memory. Good to see you here. I got 8 thumbs down. I'm getting popular.
Yeah, I logged on to 8 different accounts to do that. Oh, I don't know this guy, Charlie Boy. He's in Columbia. Charlie Boy TV. That's one of my recommended things. Let me zoom in on this chick. Pretty hot.
You can go be the JLB, you mean? JLB of Columbia.
Ultra 10. There you go. Look, there's a little hot. I don't know this guy, Charlie Boy TV. I have to check him out 2 months ago.
Dick Insider, I hear lots of shit about JLB, but you know what? He can be entertaining. He does his own thing. Love him or hate him, I guess he is putting in the effort. Doesn't want to interview lady boys. No, actually though, I tell you what, DR, those guys who have done that, they're those particular vlogs their videos have done the best. So as much as everyone jokes about it all, there seems to be a lot of people interested in the lady boys. Yeah, maybe not, Nathan. Yeah, that's right, Free Biker. I remember you saying last night you were from New York, so welcome, buddy. Yeah, at the moment you got me. I'm in Australia. You got the Texan stud here, Lost, who's in obviously Texas. We did have an Englishman on earlier, but he had to go.
Oh yeah, Dre was supposed to be only gone like 10 minutes. What happened to him?
He may be dealing with some personal things, mate. So that's totally understandable. Oh, I got 9 thumbs down. Beautiful. Okay. Well, thanks, Free Biker.
You should wear it till everybody starts his thumbs down on you. Wear it like a badge.
If you've watched a few of the streams, Free Biker, you know that we just shoot the breeze here. Pretty well talk about anything and everything. A lot of the guys here have interests in the Philippines, so definitely. But we will talk about anywhere. You made it 10, so I'd have an even number. Thanks, Dick and Cider. You. He's a Scientology freak or ex-freak. I don't know, Nathan. I really don't know. I have spoken to JLB, and I think I've been on his panel one time. I don't have an issue with too many people. If I have issues with people, I just try and ignore them for the most part. Um, like I said, we're not all going to get along. We're not all going to agree. But why get yourself stressed out about shit? What are you doing anyway, Dick and Cider? You should be on the panel. My lady is also from the Philippines. She's from Cebu. Oh, cool, Free Biker. Lots of beautiful ladies in Cebu, that's for sure. Damn it, who did that? Who did what? Not sure what you're talking about, Dick and Cider. Get on the panel, you bastard. Maybe Crystal will come back just to hear your voice. Did we lose Lost, or? Let me have a look here.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I was actually saw Popeye and Nico was on there. Just stopped by to say hello.
Oh, okay. No worries. Oh, they must be on Nico's channel because I'm not subbed to Nico. I am.
No, they're on the Popeye one.
Oh, I didn't get a notification of that one. That's strange.
Yeah, I'm subbed to Popeye, but I don't have them set up for notifications. But I saw him saying Nico was there. I've actually been talking to Nico, and he's been considering going down to Columbia, so I've been talking to him about that.
Dick Cider is still showing 10 to me, so it's still an even number. Look, I know a lot of people don't like Popeye. I don't have any issues with him really. Again, I guess some people take things too seriously, but I don't really have a problem with him. He's come on my panel before, and what's this? Free Biker. I'm not too much active on YouTube. Okay, Free Biker, no worries. Let me have a look, Free Bike. You got a channel? You got any videos up or anything that we can have a look at? Let me have a check. It's always good to catch up with you guys if you've got videos out there to have a look and see what you're doing. Oh, here we go. Yep, take your time loading up. Waiting.
Yeah, that new Asus computer you got in the box over there, and we're already loaded up for you, but you know, that's just
oh yeah,
here nor there now.
Just rub it up.
Well, I buy something new. I can't wait to crack it open.
No, that's it. Just locking up there for a minute. Yeah, Free Bike. I just noticed that no content. That's all cool. Just that sometimes we get new people in here who have a bit of content, and it's always good to look at someone else's content and see what they got on there. Yeah, I need some proper glasses, Randall, so I can start seeing shit properly. I can just barely read with the ones I got here now.
Yeah, I had to go out and get me some reading glasses not so long ago. I'm like, fuck, I'm getting old and going blind.
Yeah, me too, mate. I reckon once I turned 50, then I found that I needed some help reading. Thunder's still trying to get the hang of the Etch-a-Sketch laptop. Up yours, Dick Insider.
That's funny.
Give you Etch-a-Sketch, you bastard. Get on the panel, you wanker.
Yeah, come on there. What the hell are you doing? You ain't sitting around the house doing nothing.
Yeah, and we'll probably end up with Crystal coming back if they can hear your voice, mate. And we'll start spreading rumours that you come from south of the I-10.
He's one of them Louisiana Yankees way up there in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yeah, as he keeps telling us, he's north of the I-10, mate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, quite a bit north.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at a map of the US, and because I got a general knowledge about it, but know a lot about.
It's up. It's kind of up in the northwestern part of Louisiana.
He's welcome to come on anytime, mate. If Nathan puts in there asking for the link, he can come on anytime. Nathan's always welcome here. That's a shame, Free Biker. Sorry to hear that, man. Hope you didn't get hurt. But if it was a total loss, then it's hard to come off without any scratches, that's for sure. How you doing, Andy?
You twat.
Gunner.
Twat.
Yeah, I love you too, Gunner. Hell, DNC, he ain't going to open it till he hits the nursing home, put it right beside his Etch-a-Sketch. You son of a bitch, Gunner. I'm going to shock the hell out of you one day. Yeah, Andy. How you doing, buddy? The Dick Insider is in a noisy room. Okay.
That's what he says, which is code for I'm masturbating.
Windows 12 might be out by then. Holy shit. Thanks, DR. Oh, God. To be honest, Andy, geez, man. You don't need to be doing that. I haven't been on the computer all that much. I'll do these streams in the morning, then usually afternoon I'll get out and about, and then in the evenings I might watch a movie. There's been a few movies on lately, admittedly ones I've already seen, but I'll lay there, watch them, fall asleep, and yeah, I need to get on there and do some streaming in the evenings, my time, for the Aussie guys and the guys in the Philippines. Although some of the guys in the Philippines, it's probably not so bad at this time because they're only 2.5 hours behind us at the moment. So it's about 9:36 in the Philippines at the moment. Surprised I haven't seen Ed. Ed usually jumps in. Yeah, Andy, it's not good for you, mate. I kind of tried to tell you before, mate. It's a short-term solution that brings long-term problems. And you just need to get away from it all. Yeah. Honestly, you need to get some good friends around you, Andy, and I'm not talking about just friends online, mate. I mean friends that can sit there physically with you and help you through this shit. You're not doing yourself any favour with the drinking, mate. Yeah, I'm not sure, Ray. I hope not. But we got to remember that Ed's got his lady and a couple of little kiddies, so I only got a broken leg from it. Lucky next week I'll be in Cebu for 2 months. Ah, cool, free biker. Enjoy, buddy. I'm very envious. You know what, Gunner? That's so true, mate. He needs to get over there with his girls. Yeah, well, Andy, you can't do that while you're drinking, mate. You know, save that money that you're spending on alcohol, mate. Put it away and get back to the Philippines with those two lovely girls. And no need to be sorry, Andy. At the end of the day, you're really hurting yourself. That's what you got to realize.
I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
Andy's drinking, and it's on the drink again.
Oh, he's one of the guys who's got problems, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, and Andy's ex-military, but he's got a beautiful wife and a lovely young girl daughter in the Philippines waiting for him, mate.
Yeah. Well, get your shit together, man. I couldn't imagine being apart from my wife and kids for long periods of time.
Yeah, and it would mess with your head. It would, definitely. Nothing, there's no better cure, Andy, than getting with your wife and your daughter, mate. Nothing would put a smile on your dial quicker, that's for sure. At the moment, being separated from them is just complicating things and making it harder for you. Yeah, DR, I agree. But again, if you've got the problem, I mean, it might be harder than you think. I can't really comment because I don't
so
have.
what? You know what? Listen, it means you got a good-looking girl. I mean, obviously, guys, a piece of crap. There's no need to hunt nobody down. Just block them on all social media or whatever. Well, I don't even know if it was in person or not, but just it is what it is.
Yeah, free biker. You know what? Just be careful, mate. Don't get yourself in trouble over there. But yeah, that's a pretty shitty thing to do to anybody's girl. Offering them money for, I don't think I'd be happy with that either, mate.
Well, of course, I mean, it's a douchey. Anybody guy would just offer money up to some random girl. I mean, it's one thing if you're going to the bar or, go-go bar or whatever, but, just some random chick. That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know she's not a random chick to you, but for that guy, it's probably just some random girl.
Yeah. I mean, there is some jerks out there. I mean, I think, who was it? Sentai 7 was talking about someone doing that to Chixie. I think it was that Larry guy.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. But you got to remember, I don't know if anybody's offered my wife that before, but she's got guys hitting on her all the time, saying, I'll treat you better than your husband. I mean, guys are just a lot of guys are just douchebags. It happens.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
I mean, I grew up with a code with my mates that you don't do that shit,
Well, listen, guys are guys. I mean, we know how guys can be. And,
Yeah.
And if you got an attractive wife, even if you don't have an attractive girl, they'll still get on too. But obviously, the more attractive they are, the more they're going to get hit on. So
Yeah.
That's just part of That's just part of life. It's part of the territory. I don't. Those kind of things don't bother me. I know she's going to get hit on, and I trust her. So,
Well, free biker, good luck with that, man. Just don't get yourself in any trouble. Yeah, Andy, I know you do. That's why we're telling you, mate, get off your ass, get over to the Philippines, man, and spend that time with your wife and your daughter, because, I mean, there's no better cure, mate, than being with your family. And it doesn't matter what we say to you. The only thing that's really going to help you, mate, is being back with them. That's what you need to do. Is his name Larry? Jesus, Nathan. That could open up a can of worms. It could be worse. Could have a girl so ugly a stranger puts a bag on her head while out in public. Oh, God, Gunner. You say some shitty things, I tell you, sometimes.
wasn't that Rodney Dangerfield? He said, how ugly the women are. You got a one bagger and a two bagger, and the other one's a coyote. Of course, the one bagger is, you put a bag over there, she's ugly. The two bagger is you put a second one on in case the first one falls off. Then a coyote is when you wake up in the morning with a woman so ugly and your arms on the back of your neck. Instead of waking her up, you just gnaw your arm off to get out of there.
Yeah, we used to have a comedian that used to make those jokes, and one of his funniest ones was that he was having a farting competition with this bird that he met. He picked up this bird, and they were having a farting competition in bed, and he got up to like 3-1 or something, and then the next minute the girls like shit the bed, and he nearly died when she said half time change sides. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't think I've heard that before.
you get a few club guys in Thailand, Nathan.
What do you mean you met an outlaw, like somebody on the run from the law?
No. The club. Outlaws is a MC, mate. Motorcycle club.
Oh, okay.
Andy, Aussies for the most part are pretty good people, but there's good and bad everywhere. So
yeah, of course, there's douchebags and there's awesome people everywhere you go.
I think the thing with Australians is more than a lot of other people, say more than the British or the US, we're very laid back. Maybe
in the USA depends on kind of what part of the country you're in. Definitely got the laid back attitude people. A little more in the South, maybe up in the kind of North, Midwest. Of course, the big cities, any big city in the world is kind of fast paced and people are less friendly in bigger cities, it seems.
Yeah, Nathan, that's true. I've got some good American friends too, mate, and some good English friends. And I guess at the end of the day, like I said, there's good and bad everywhere. It's one of those things you just got to weed out the bad ones. In some cases, Andy, yeah. In some cases. I mean, same with the English. You got that stiff upper lip thing with some English people. But there's good and bad everywhere. Yeah, Randall. Most of the club, a lot of club guys, is you're always going to get crazy mothers in amongst them. Oh, hey Gandhi, I got so many favourite AC/DC songs. It's just too hard to name a favourite AC/DC tune. That's for sure. I mean, I
Well,
always like Problem
what's
Child.
your favorite song though? What you want? What I want? What I really, really want? What I want? I forget how the song goes. That's your favorite.
No, it's not. You rumour monger.
Spice Girls is Thunder's favorite girl band.
Shit. I've got too many favorite ACD. It's like Led Zeppelin. My son and I were talking a few weeks back, and um, he was saying about his favorite Led Zeppelin song, and I said, I love so many Led Zeppelin songs. It's hard to pick a favorite. It really is. I could probably say that the best album they ever did was number 4, and I still think that was probably their best album. But I love all their stuff really. Yeah, look,
No Quarter is my favorite by.
I love that song. I love that song, man. The Viking song.
Great instrumental in that, man. It's really awesome. It's like my favorite by them, I think.
Yeah, I tell you, and for I guess being a drummer, I really like When the Levee Breaks. I love that off beats with the kick drum. Just I love that beat, man. But there's so many Led Zeppelin songs that are just so good. Oh, Jesus, Nathan, that would get you revved up. But I mean, that Back in Black album, there was so many good songs on that. Have a Drink on Me, Hell's Bells was a wicked tune. It's kind of surprising. I wondered when Bon Scott passed away, and we heard that Brian Johnson was going to be the new singer, and it was like, what the hell? And then you heard that Back in Black album, and man, he really did fit in really well. Neil Peart. Doesn't ring a bell, DR. Maybe I'm having a touch of dementia here, but no, that doesn't ring a bell, that name. Oh, Rush is, oh, God.
That's the drummer guy from
yeah, Rush. They're saying Rush, but
Rush, yes.
they were kind of like on the outside of the music. To be honest with you guys, I was really like, other than like that 70s period of music was Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath for me. That was the mainstream stuff. And then a lot of other stuff for me was like non-commercial, like Budgie from the UK, Golden Earring from Europe. I really got into Golden Earring and Budgie, and I still think
Earring. You're gonna make me look that up. What the hell is that?
they had the song Radar Love. That's Golden Earring.
They sung Radar Love?
Radar Love. You never heard Radar? Everyone's heard Radar Love,
yeah,
man.
No, I know the song. I didn't realize that was
It's Golden Earring. They're a Dutch band.
No
but
shit.
I had to import their stuff. Same with Budgie stuff back in the 70s. I was importing their records.
Yeah, I tell you what, because I hear Radar Love now, and I don't know how many years ago it was that girl with the super awesome boob is dancing to that song. And that's all I can ever think about when I hear Radar Love now.
Yeah, that's Golden Earring.
You know, Shiver Me Timbers. I didn't realize they sung that song.
Yeah, a Dutch band. They had some. I had the album Moontan, great album. Vanilla Queen was always one of my favorite songs.
What? Oh yeah, they have songs that I didn't even realize it was them. What do you know?
But Budgie's another good one. I tell you what, Kiss. A lot of people can say what they want about Kiss, but their early albums were fantastic, man. Unfortunately, they did go to hell at that, like from the '80s sort of onwards. But all their earlier albums were, the first one, the self-titled album was good. Hotter Than Hell and Dress to Kill were great albums. Love Gun was a great album. Destroyer was a wicked album.
Was wicked.
But yeah, they sort of went in a direction that I lost interest very, from that '80s period, but shit happens. But I'll tell you what, they made their mark, and in that '70s, they were probably one of the biggest crowd pullers and album sales and merchandising. They really cleaned up. They showed everyone how to market, that's for sure. Unbelievable. But
Go back to the chat here. I would have been 3. You would have been 3 at 75. Oh, you're showing your age. Actually, you only would be a year older than me.
yeah, Lefty, I would say for more than a couple of years. From that, maybe from the time they did Kiss Alive, which is the first time anyone had success with a live album, and they showed everyone how you should put out a live album when they sort of overdubbed some of the shit. And I mean, that album was sensational. But there's probably 4 or 5 years, maybe even 6, you could say, that they were on top of the world for sure. They were huge everywhere, huge in Australia, huge in the US, huge in Japan. But they had their issues as well. But there was lots of bands that were never huge that I didn't mind listening to, like a lot of the non-commercial stuff, like Hawkwind. There was quite a bit of Hawkwind stuff that I used to listen to, and a lot of people would go crazy listening to Hawkwind. Listen to Moving Pictures album of A Farewell to Kings. I will look that up. Yeah, Lemmy was in Hawkwind for a while. He had their one big hit, really, which was Silver Machine, which they didn't like at all. No, that's not true, MJ. Not true at all. Good Times, Bad Times, great song.
Well, I don't know if it was actually stolen, but yes, I think was it the Doors that originally played it first? Led Zeppelin made it popular.
No, that's not true. That there was a different band of a band that never really made it, that supposedly had the intro. The intro was similar, but
no. I literally heard them play. Years ago, I listened to the original make of Stairway to Heaven. It was years before Led Zeppelin did it.
No.
I don't know if they stole it. No, this is a real thing. I don't know if they stole it or they bought the rights. I mean, I don't know any of that. But Led Zeppelin was not the first band to play Stairway to Heaven.
No, that's not true. The only issue with Stairway to Heaven was that another band had done a song, and the intro was very similar. That's what it came down to. And
hold on, let me see if I can find it.
yeah, if you look it up, you'll find that there was another band and it was all had to do with the intro. And although similar, it wasn't the same. And I mean, there's
No,
lots.
it sounded different. I mean, it kind of had the same. The music was similar, the beat and that kind of stuff. But
That's the one, DR. That is the one, I think. Taurus by Spirit. There's a big noise about it. No, no, it was the intro, MJ. I've seen a little bit on it, but I mean, one of the great things about Led Zeppelin was if you've got all the albums and listened to them, every album was different. There was none of this sounding the
so
same.
who did he say was the first person? There's something here. I'm just reading different things. But somebody, Neil Cicada.
They're talking about DR said it was
guy.
a song called Taurus by Spirit. Was supposed to be like Stairway. But I mean, that's the only issue I've ever heard about any of their songs. And I don't know, some guys like to jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah, I need to. Pause it and
Well,
listen to this.
well, MJ, that's what they can do. They can play Taurus by Spirit and then, put their opinions across. That's the best way to do it, mate. And from what I know, is the intro that's supposed to be the similar part. I've heard the guys actually talk about it, and I've heard Jimmy Page talk about it. And a lot of people don't realize how talented Jimmy Page was. A studio musician long before he was in bands, and at a very young age. In fact, he played on a first 2 or 3 albums of the Kinks. Yeah, I've heard Jimmy Page play it, MJ, when they brought it up. Yeah, it's the thing is with music, DR is you're always going to get some stuff sounding similar, I guess. Oh yeah, Andy, Jimmy rocks. But if you want to look, I mean, not taking any away from Jimmy Page because the guy's going to be a legend for all time. But um, Richie Blackmore from Deep Purple, mate, listen to that guy. I don't think there's any guy who's as clean as he is on a guitar. Jimmy could be a little bit untidy playing, but one of the cleanest players I ever seen was Richie Blackmore from Deep Purple. Oh, Angus was a monster, yeah. Angus was cool. But there's been so many, Jeff Beck, a lot of good guitar players. Yeah, I like Deep Purple. And probably, all of those guys were top musicians. Best concert I ever seen actually was the original Deep Purple lineup on their Perfect Strangers tour. It was sat back, mate, and it was like listening to an album. They were so good. They were so clean, just brilliant. The second best concert probably was the Hell's Bells tour. That was a real good concert as well. And George Thorogood, I've seen him playing in a pub here in Adelaide at the Stage Door. That was a good show as well. But definitely the best concert I've ever seen would have been the Perfect Strangers tour by Deep Purple. Um, no, I can't think of anything. I mean, no, Randall, I don't. I think Andy's had troubles trying to use the Google Hangouts, mate. Perfect Strangers. That is the song. Yeah, that was a great song. That was when they all got back together, original lineup, and then went on touring. It was fantastic. I mean, nobody could scream like Gillan could back in the days, and Richie Blackmore was one of the hot guitar players of the time. Ian Pace, to this day, is still one of the best guys on a snare drum, man. I've never seen Robert Plant play guitar. I've seen him with a mouth organ. The lyrics are taken from the Richie Valens song, "Oh My Head," while Mrs. Valens has been listed as the composer of the song. Sued the band in '79. Oh, okay, I'd never heard that one, MJ, so that's interesting. I might look up some of that shit. But the problem is there's always someone willing to jump on a bandwagon and you know, claim something. No, Nathan, I agree. I've heard it too, and it is similar, but it's definitely not the same. Oh, come on, you're just shit stirring now, MJ. You bastard. But yeah, I heard Jimmy Page play it when they were brought it up with him, Nathan, and yeah, there's some similarities, but it's definitely not the same. Leave him alone, Andy. He's just shit stirring, mate. That's
Yeah,
all.
I was just trying to find it. I couldn't see where it was. But yeah, I've kind of heard that what MJ's putting in there. I've kind of heard the same things, but I actually heard them play. And what I was just reading, because Morrison, I guess, died before that last album came out, and apparently maybe someone else played it live without him. You know, someone different singing before the album was actually released or something like that. Something along those lines. But yeah, I've heard the same thing, and I actually heard that other song. I guess maybe some other people singing too. It's definitely different, but it kind of has the the same kind of.
It's similar, but it's like Nathan said, it's definitely not the same.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, it's similar enough. If you hear it, you'll be, oh, Stairway to Heaven, but it's not, you know. But anyway.
And I think if you wanted to be anal about it, you could probably find a lot of songs like that.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, you know, it's.
I mean, there's only so many chords, and they took advantage of because he was Mexican American. MJ, lots of. If you want to be honest, mate, there was musicians back in that day. They were all taken advantage of. Even Led Zeppelin got ripped off, mate. You know, music companies and managers, well, more so the music companies, were ripping off. A lot of those early bands didn't even have the rights to their own songs, for God's sakes. A lot of them were taken advantage of. I remember Brian Adams.
That was those early times, man. Those music industries were really taking advantage of artists.
That's why Led Zeppelin created their own label, the Swan Song label. Good on you, Randall. Met my second girlfriend.
Who knows? I forgot there was another thing that like someone sold. You know, like people write songs and they'll sell them to bands or whatever. And I can't remember who it was now, but I remember someone sold two different bands the same song at one point, and they both had kind of sung it, but only one of them became popular off of it. It was a small kid.
Here's just some trivia of shit that goes on. You ever heard of a band called The Verve? They did a song called Bittersweet Symphony. Yeah. Well, they actually asked permission from the Stones to use one of their songs, which they play backwards in that song. But what happened was they got permission, but it was another guy who owned the rights to the Stones song who actually sued him and now actually owns that song. The Verve don't even own that song anymore.
No, geez.
That's how much bullshit goes on in the music industry. It's a joke, you know.
Yeah, they do dirty stuff. You know, I'm a Star Wars fan. So just recently, this guy made his own like fan Star Wars film. You know, a little short thing, like 5-10 minutes or whatever. And he got permission from LucasArt or Lucasfilm, whatever, you know, Star Wars people, Disney, whatever, to make this thing. But he wasn't allowed to profit off of it, you know, and they gave him the okay, so no problem. Well, he put the thing together, and I guess the music was sounding similar, but apparently, like, some Warner Brothers company owned rights to one of the songs, and they were going to sue him over this. I mean, it was just ridiculous. The guy who just, you know, spent like $100,000 of his own money to make this little film, but then finally Disney stepped in. It's like, no, y'all aren't doing this. We own the rights, and we gave this kid permission to make his own little fan film. I mean, yeah, I mean, those are the dirty little things they try to do.
MJ, you're still shit stirring. Like Nathan said, it's similar, but it's not the same. And yes, I know that they knew each other, and because I've seen Jimmy Page talking about it. Yeah, and I guess at the end of the day, I mean, that song is, you know, so popular, and I guess everyone wants a piece of the action.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, it don't matter. It happens to be a great song. I'll let lawyers and other people fight about it. You know.
I think, yeah, Lefty, they were sued. I think it didn't. They weren't successful though. Twisted Britches. You know what?
That come out of left field.
Yeah, I think if you're here to start trouble, you know, I mean, Australia sends aid to a lot of different countries too. Big deal, you know. I mean, I honestly believe that charity begins at home, but you know, it is what it is.
Mind influence. That's what it is.
Yeah, Lefty, there's some great guys in the music industry, but there's some bitter people too. You got to remember that the music industry chews up and spits out artists like you wouldn't believe. Unfortunately, I mean, even a long time, John Fogerty couldn't play a lot of his own songs because someone else owned the rights to them and wouldn't let him perform them. Yeah, that's possible, Chicken Shaker. There is only an unlimited amount of chords and scales and that. Canada apologises. Bryan Adams wasn't that bad, Nathan. He was all right. I remember a story, actually. I was listening to an interview with Bryan Adams, and he said that his girlfriend was traveling around the top of North Africa there and was in, I believe it was Morocco, and she heard, well, seen all these people gathered around, like a mass of people, and heard this music, and she walked over there, and this is Bryan Adams' girlfriend, and it was Jimmy Page and Robert Plant in the middle of these Moroccan musicians playing there in the middle of nowhere. I mean, what a freaky thing, man. That would be so fantastic to run across something like that. Yeah,
MJ, I don't think Mexicans were in the USA before Europeans. Mexicans are of a mix between Spanish and the indigenous, so that don't make sense.
No, what he may be referring to is that like when the Bering Strait there was frozen over, and you had people traveling through to North America.
He's replying back to, yeah, I'm sure he's replying back to that twisted, ridiculous comment, but
yeah,
I mean, the Native Americans were there first, but not Mexicans.
But I think the first people into North America traveled down to South America as well. That's what he might be referring to.
Yeah, probably. Let me. I'm gonna jump off here. I need to go take a shower and probably get my kid to bed and stuff. I'm gonna get out of here.
All right, mate. Thanks for jumping on.
Yep, no problem.
Always a pleasure having you, mate.
Yeah, thanks. See you later.
All right, see you, mate. Yeah, Justin Bieber cat. I've never been a Justin Bieber fan, Chicken Choker, but yeah, my music taste really is stuck in that 60s, 70s, 80s period. early 90s even. I mean, for me, the pinnacle of music was that 60s, 70s era. Yeah, you know what? Heart were a good band. I didn't mind Heart. They had some good songs. Magic Man, Barracuda. Filipinos were in the US before most Americans. Okay. Never heard that one, mate. Yeah, 60s is a wicked period, Chicken Choker. I think that's where a lot of creativity started. Lawn Green. Yeah, I remember Lawn Green, Lefty. Even had a song too, I think. But from Bonanza. No, there won't be no singing here. Yeah, look, she was in her day, DR, for sure. A bit like Stevie Nicks was hot too, and a good voice. And I think Nancy Hart had a great voice. Well, I said that 60s, 70s period was probably the most creative, and you know, I'm not sure we'll ever see a period of music like that again. These days, yeah, Blondie was. Um, these days, remember there's a song that came out that really said it all. Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. And I think, when MTV came out and everyone started putting all their effort into the videos, the music clips, I think that did kill it a little bit. People were more in love with the film clips than they were the music, so to speak. But that 60s, 70s period for me is there's some great bands, Steppenwolf, uh, the Guess Who, that song American Woman. What a great song. Yeah, I don't know if rock and roll will ever die, Chicken Choker, but I mean, remember the disco period, mate. My God, um, I thought that was going to kill things, but it didn't. I mean, there's always going to be, you had the punk rockers and the grunge. I mean, as far as the punk goes, I used to love the Ramones. I liked the Ramones, and I didn't mind. What's his name? That band, Teen Spirit. Got some dementia problems at the moment. Terry Jack, Seasons in the Sun. We'll go back, mate. Go to Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin. Yeah, I like the Ramones. Chicken Choker. Had some weird songs, but yeah, I like Nirvana. Yeah, Nirvana were cool, and I really do like the Ramones. Mexican Jew's not unblocked. He's not. He shouldn't be blocked, MJ. Um, he was timed out one time, but I don't think he's blocked. I don't know how I can check it. We have a look. Um, okay, I can't see nothing there. I'm not sure how I can. Yeah, let me have a look here in the settings and that. But as far as I know, um, you shouldn't be blocked, mate. I know. It's in the disco's not dead. It's in the Philippines. Yeah, try your MJ Mexican Jew account, buddy. I don't think it's blocked. I think one of the guys might have timed you out at one stage, but I don't think you're blocked on here. If I'd seen that, I would have said something. Oh, okay. So I'm not sure where I need to find that. Yeah, chicken shaker. There's always someone trying to sue somebody. I'm not sure. I'll have to find out where I can check all the whether I can unblock you, mate. If that's the case. Yeah, it is a free country, MJ. But just got to remember, channels have their own. Every channel's going to have their own rules, mate. What have we got now? Twisted Britches. What are you saying here? Big MJ vlogs in America. It was French and English, and the Mexicans speak Spanish. Then, okay. Just be careful where you're going to go with this argument, Twisted Britches. I don't want to see the race card brought out here. Who gives a shit who was where first? We're in the 21st century, for God's sakes, guys. What do we got here? Okay, we've been gone for a while. Yeah, well, I mean, you had the Dutch. I don't know a lot of you guys know that the Dutch were there too. New York was originally called New Amsterdam. Uh, I don't think so, MJ. I I can't really remember. Like I said, I didn't see where you got blocked. So, but I'll try and find out from someone how I can get a list of anyone that's blocked on here, and if he's blocked, mate, I will unblock him. I mean, you're a shit stirrer, but I haven't seen you really cross the line. So I don't want to block anyone if I don't have to. But some people will push it, and some people will go too far. The Creole is French, Pig Latin. BK blocked him. Okay, I didn't see that. Otherwise, I would have fucking undone that straight away. Randall, I will have a look and try and find out from somewhere where I can get a list of those that are blocked. And if he's on that block list, I'll take him off. What's the biggest island in the world? Well, you know what, Twisted Britches, for a long time, Australia was. We used to say Australia was the largest island in the world. I think now they probably say it's the smallest continent. Okay, I'm not sure either, Randall. I know he was timed out at one stage, so I'll have to try and look into it. He quit for maybe several hours, MJ. Yeah, that's true. Portugal and Holland were exploring long before other people, and the Spanish. Yeah, that's right. She's gay, Joan Jett. I remember I bought the Runaways album, the old Cherry Bomb, but unfortunately, they didn't go nowhere. They didn't have a lot of great songs, that's for sure. Yeah, she is, Randall. She bats for the other team, mate. But I mean, she went off on her own and had a little bit of success, I guess, compared to the other girls. I guess they were a bit of a what would you call, a bit of an enigma at the time, all-girl band, and I think they were huge in Japan, more than anywhere else, maybe. But I was watching some shit the other day, some Japanese all-girl bands that do heavy metal. My God. When it comes down to crazy, the Japanese know how to get crazy, that's for sure. You've seen Lita Ford. Oh, cool. You get around, chicken choker. As for members of band, I remember meeting, you guys might not know them. I met them at the Adelaide airport one time. New Zealand band. Oh, God, here it goes. Dementia's hitting me again. Nathan, help me out here. New Zealand band. I see red. Split Ends. I met the guys at Split Ends and got all their autographs at the time. Unfortunately, lost all that shit, but I did meet the guys, and I think I was maybe 14, 15 years old or something like that. I was at Adelaide Airport seeing a friend off who was leaving the country, and yeah, the boys were just coming into Adelaide at the time and got their autographs. Friendly guys too. I reckon it was in the days when they were full original lineup, probably before they were well known. I've had mates that have been roadies for some of the bigger bands and shit like that, and I remember walking into LAX when I jumped into LAX, and I jumped from the international to the local, and must have been like a basketball team that was in there. And I couldn't tell you who they were, but I was like, "What the fuck? They're fucking giants." Yeah, look, MJ. There's the Finn brothers. Yep. Um, he was on this channel. He was having a go at Liz Laz because she's a friend of yours, and we all told him to cut it out. And because Liz is a great lady, she's nice, and she can choose who she wants as friends, mate. And to have a go at her because she's friends with you is bullshit. We don't get into this guilty by association. She's a big girl. She can choose who she likes, mate. And we'll give him a hard time. And next minute we know he's talking about closing his channel, but he is back around again. Shark Attack. Yeah, I remember that. They had some great songs, Higanti. They were great writers. They really were. Underrated band. Yeah, MJ, we don't have a problem with Liz Lash. She's always welcome here, mate. She seems to be a lovely person. Well, not so much attacking her, mate, just having a go at her friendship with you, which it's out of line, and we weren't going to put up with it, mate. So, and I think he got pissed off about that, and that's the next minute we're seeing that he's going to close his channel and carry on like that. But there's a bit of a drama queen, mate. Uh, in fact, Liz Laz spilled the beans on you a little bit, MJ. So we know that you're a fucking much nicer guy than you try and make out. You come out with this bullshit about being hate and whatever. But from what Liz has said, mate, you're a much better guy than you put out there as a persona. So good on you for some of the shit you did over there, mate. Kudos to you. But your secret's safe with us, MJ. How the tides turned. You know what, Chicken Chuggy? He's a lot nicer than what we all see. You are, MJ. From what Liz has told us, mate, you got a big heart, mate. So good on you. Yeah, you, mate. We won't tell anybody, but that's the problem. Guys will put a certain persona over on YouTube, and we tend to forget that that's not really that person. You might get a shit stirrer on here, but in real life, those guys are decent guys. He's the right kind of prick. Okay, chicken choker. No worries. Look, to me, and maybe because I'm Australian, I just see MJ as a shit stirrer, and there's nothing wrong with that. You just got to be careful you don't go too far with it sometimes, but he's always been welcome on this channel. I've never had a problem with MJ. We might not have always agreed on the same things, but that's life. And I've learned some things the hard way. But you guys got to realise sometimes we've got to learn shit for ourselves. So that's just how it is. It's kind of funny, MJ, when you're in Davao, we didn't see vlogs from a certain person. Then as soon as you left, he brought out a vlog. So that was kind of weird. I guess we're obviously not in Davao anymore. I heard you left, so hope you're having fun wherever you are, mate. Yeah, chicken choker, you're right. You know what? I used to say that myself, MJ. I said I hate everybody, and then I just took everybody at face value as I met them. But yeah, he talked to me in game. I just don't watch him anymore, Randall. Not you know, he's free to do his own shit and whatever. At the end of the day, if you're an asshole, and I'm not speaking about anyone particular here, but if you're an asshole, it will catch up with you. It's simple as that. Look, I don't know, Lefty. You know what, MJ, you really should have met Focus, mate. Barry, maybe not so much, but Focus is a good guy with a big heart, mate. And this bullshit about guilty by association, that's a fucking crazy shit, man. Let everyone pick their own friends and enemies. At the end of the day, fuck, mate, life's too short to carry on. Well, call it what you want, but MJ, there's lots of guys who use YouTube for a source of income, and that's their right to do it. At the end of the day, this is what YouTube wants. They want people to get super chats because they're making money off it. So they're making money off the ads and all the rest of it. So this platform is made with that in mind. So if guys want to do that, that's fine. Let them do it. You know, at the end of the day, if they're total dicks, they're not going to make bugger all and less over time. So, in fact, you guys that don't like him, that watch him, are helping him out by giving him the views. Ah, 1 p.m. guys. It's a beautiful day outside, and I've been stuck in here since this morning on this chat. So I might give it a break for a while, mate, and guys, and take off for a while and get outside and say, Crystal, finally you come back. What the hell? I might get out in this sunshine and see what's going on out in the real world. As much as I love talking to you guys and catching up, Lefty, you owe me a poster from your crooked games. You're a magician, Crystal. You disappear and reappear. I come to the conclusion years ago Barry is a mooch, but if idiots want to play a grown man, that's their choice, but it's beyond me why. Well, yeah, Randall, I mean, that's a good attitude to have. If people want to donate their money to him, let them. And at the end of the day, I said, YouTube make this platform so that it can be used like that. So again, if you're a dick, you're not going to make bugger all anyway, and it's going to fall flat on your face. That's what's going to happen. If I don't like someone now, I just don't watch them. Simple as that. USS Enterprise arrive. Never heard of that one. Well, guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks, David, RC Dre, for joining earlier, and Lost the Nomad. Thanks to all you guys for coming in here. Really appreciate it. Who knows? TTY, I'm not sure. You got me with that one, Crystal. Yeah, you be safe too, Chicken Choker. Thanks for joining us, guys. I might, never know, do one later on or something like that, but it's a beautiful day outside, so I want to get out there and see if there's any short skirts or short shorts out there and check it all out. Yep, talk to you all later. Thanks for joining me, guys. You all have a great day. Take care. And I'll talk to you all later. Thank you.